What is up, New York Jets fans? I am so happy that you have decided to come to the Midnight Mike Show here on YouTube, on my YouTube channel. I am your late night New York Jets host, and I'm excited to be here. I am currently watching the Jets-Giants game from my mother's house in New Jersey, and it's been a very dominant. The score wouldn't reflect that. But it has been a very dominant performance so far by the New York Jets over the New York Giants. Unfortunately, I missed. Hold on. We, of course, have to go ahead and hit that Jets chant. And once again, I'm running on I have my whole studio here with me tonight, folks. But I do have stuff that we can hit, so it's not a problem. We can try to. There it is. There it is. So here's what's going on. We are at halftime. It is 10-3. The Jets over the Giants. Like I said, it is so far a dominant performance by the New York Jets. I did not see that what was apparently a missed easy field goal by Greg Zuerlein at the end of the game there. Was it Zuerlein? I don't even know. At the end of the half. I'm sorry. But the Jets are up 10-3. A lot of standout performances in this game so far. No starters really out there, but some of these guys fighting for a position, fighting for a job, have impressed me, and I have my list. Like I said, I told you guys how I go over notes for a game where a player impresses me. They'll get a little plus next to their name. If it's very impressive, I put 2 pluses. And then I did the defense on like a couple drives, and I don't even know if I have exactly what drive is right, but it is what it is. Now, I want to tell everybody this. Martinez has impressed me the whole preseason, but especially in this game. Not only did he impress me just how he ran the offense, and once again, we're dealing with, second stringers here, okay? So, and I understand that. But he has led the offense very well throughout this game and ran a great 2-minute drill to end the half, getting us down to what should have been a pretty simple field goal for the New York Jets. The New York Jets should 100% be up more than 10-3 at the half. Now, before we get into more of this, I want to let everybody know I can take your calls. I do want everybody who's in here to hit the thumbs up button. Not a lot of you in here yet. I expect more as the night goes on, but the more of you that hit that like button, the more people will see us through the YouTube algorithms that we are live here on the Midnight Mike Show. Maddie said he may be a little late tonight, and that's fine. When he gets here, I'm hoping that it will pop up on my screen that he is in the green room, and I will bring him on to talk about this game so far. But before we get to that, I want to point out that, hold on one second, tonight is the first AFC division prediction that we're going to be doing. Now, this is going to be, we're going to end up going over this after, I believe, we get through this game. Okay? I don't know where in the show we're going to do this, but on Tuesday night, we did the NFC East, and that actually ended up being amazing because we had Nate, one of the regular viewers of this show, driving around New York City, right in Times Square, past the Madison Square Garden, and he ended up asking people on the street their predictions for the NFC East, and it turned out to be a great show. I had a great time with that. But tonight, all the Saturdays leading up to the season, we're going to be doing the AFC. And all the Tuesday shows leading up to the season, we're going to be doing the NFC. So tonight is our first foray, I don't know, into the AFC. And we are going to be doing the AFC West. And that consists of the Kansas City Chiefs, the Las Vegas Oakland Raiders, LA. I mean, they've been everywhere throughout my life. The Denver Broncos and the LA Chargers, used to be San Diego. But yeah, tonight we are going to be predicting that. And I want you guys, not necessarily now in the comments section about this, but when we start talking about it, I'd love your guys' comments, and I will open it to your calls a little later on in the show. And I want your predictions of the AFC West and what you thought of tonight's game. Now, once again, right now, we are just in halftime. And I have the game here. I will try to make let everybody know if you're not watching it live what is going on. But the biggest thing you guys can do, of course, I would appreciate super chats. Join the channel. Become a member of the Midnight Mafia. A lot of pop-up streams and members-only content that comes on this channel, and it has to do with the Jets, some has to do with my other loves, which is 80s and 90s pop culture, horror, things like that, and that's great. But like I said, the free thing that all of you guys can do is hit that like button. Hit the like button and subscribe if you are new. It looks like they have a bunch of kids out there playing on the field at MetLife Stadium. Hopefully they don't get injured because that field is unforgiving, whether you are a pro athlete or whether you are a Pop Warner football team. So hopefully none of these guys tear their quads or ACLs or anything like that. That would be a real bummer. All right, let me just see what I got going on here. Maddie is in here. Let's bring him in. Let's add Maddie to the stage. How you doing, buddy?
Hey, brother. I am sorry. I thought I might be later than this, but no, it was a pretty quick one. I did finish watching the second half or the first half, and I was like, "Oh shit, I'm supposed to be on TV." So
yeah, well, YouTube, TV. I don't know.
To me, it's TV, dude. If you're watching me, it's TV.
Yeah, fair enough. All right, I just want to check. Yeah, I just want to check in the chat here. Oh, we got a lot of you guys in here. I really appreciate it. Jake was in here earlier. I think he's still in here. Todd comes in. He's in here. Channel member Joe O, one of my old co-hosts on the podcast I did for 10 years, and that was on 80s and 90s pop culture and horror and whatnot. What's up, Joe? Good to see you in here, Joe. I know Joe recognizes this basement. He's been in it partying many a times. Jake Klein in here says, no starters all preseason, proud of Saleh doing the right thing. Jake, you might need to call in a little later because I'm going to go ahead and disagree with you on that one because you know what's going to happen, Jake. You know what's going to happen in San Francisco. If we come out slow, he's going to come out and be like, oh, we're brushing off the cobwebs. Well, that's what the preseason is for, Robert Saleh. It's to brush off the fucking cobwebs. And I better not get that excuse. I will be so pissed off. Mike, talk about the bar behind you. Want to know the whole section? Yeah, this is my mother's basement. She has a full country western bar in it. Nice wood. My stepfather put in that bar behind me. Anything you want to drink is there. I'm currently having myself a nice little cocktail. And when I say cocktail, of course, Maddie, I mean vodka on ice.
Attaboy.
It's my own blend. I call it the Midnight Mike, and it's vodka. It's vodka with a little bit of ice and then some more vodka.
I like it.
Yeah, try it sometime.
No, I'm not masculine enough to try just straight vodka.
This is awesome. We have a gifted channel membership. And once again, not in my regular studio, so I've got to go all the way over to a whole nother part of this screen to pull up the Jets chant, but I'll do it. Here you go, Daniel Murphy, channel member. Gifting one channel membership. I really appreciate that, man, guys. Seriously, come in tonight, gift some channel memberships, send some super chats. Let my family, they're probably watching in another room right now. Let them know how much you love them. They might be. You never know. They're not watching the game. They would watch me. They would watch me before.
Really?
No, I'm watching the game.
Oh, okay. I'm not going to be able to watch the second half, so since I'm on here, so.
Vodka reminds me of praying to the porcelain god. No, man, vodka. Well, I guess once you're used to it.
Yeah, vodka is one of those, like, it becomes just a part of you. Like, Jack Daniels will always be the Pocahontas drink for me. I will never forget my buddy and I, one of my best friends, a guy named Mike Milton. And we just decided when we were like 19 to just get a bottle of Jack and just drink and hang out at the house. And we had to literally share the toilet to throw up in.
Oh, that's disgusting.
Oh, it was awful, dude. It was so bad. And we laugh about it to this day, and still neither one of us can really do Jack.
Our first lady, Valerie, is in here. What's up, Valerie? Good to always see you. And hey, once again, I appreciate the channel members. I say it all the time, but hit the like on your way in to support the boys. Thank you. I appreciate that. Like I said, I appreciate the support with super chats and memberships, but just hitting that like button, which is free for everybody, lets other people know that we are live. It will show up on their feed on YouTube and things like that, and it really does help out. Maddie, do you have is the computer you are attached to, does it have ability to pick up on Bluetooth?
No, I don't think so.
Damn it.
Why?
Because I was gonna, the headset I'm on right now, I was gonna buy you one and send it to you.
No, it doesn't do that. I don't think. I mean, shit, I'm not gonna lie. I don't really know. I've never tried, but it's a standard. It's a SkyTech. We can talk about tech shit offline, but
yeah, I was just looking for a yes or no.
I don't think so. No.
All right. Scott Black, one of our resident Dolphin fans, is in here. I wonder what he thinks of all of the betting odds now saying that the New York Jets are the favorite to win the AFC East.
I'm sure he'll be really mature about it.
Yeah, absolutely. And I like this. No one's ever used this before. I think we should start calling ourselves the Dynamic Duo.
I like it. I'm down.
Yeah, that's not copywritten by anybody, right?
Except for I feel like we're more like World's Finest than the Dynamic Duo.
Possibly.
You could be Superman and I'll be Batman.
I would never be Superman over Batman. Batman is my favorite by far.
I am far more Batman than you are.
You are lame, and I am Batman, and you are like.
There is no.
God,
way.
you're not even cool enough to be Tim Drake. You're Jason Todd.
Bro, first of all, Jason Todd's the best and most realistic.
First off, he's not. He's only a good Robin after he goes and starts doing the Red Hood shit.
No.
When he was a Robin, he's just lame.
You are being totally retarded right now and showing that you don't read because Jason Todd is the most realistic Robin.
I'm a Dick Grayson guy. I'm a Tim Drake guy. Even Damian Wayne. I mean, let's be real here. Get out of here.
Ridiculous. No, Jason Todd is the most realistic Robin. He may not be.
Hassan Reddick in the house says, "Did I just lose my job?" Hassan, get the fuck out of here. You're not welcome.
Hassan Reddick is the least popular Robin ever.
Hassan Reddick is a little bitch. Okay, good. Yeah, what were you saying, Maddie?
On this argument, by the way.
I didn't bail on the argument. I told you who I liked.
Jason Todd is my favorite Robin for one reason only. I think he's the most realistic Robin. And I'm not happy they brought him back to life. But Jason Todd is 100% the most realistic Robin there ever was.
Well, you know what we can do? We can make a whole pop-up stream where you and I discuss this.
We can do a whole Batman stream. And considering I have every fucking issue of Batman since 1976, you don't know. Let's let the viewers vote on who's Batman and who's Robin.
I'm Batman. The show's named after me. If the comic was named Robin the Boy Wonder, then it would be you.
No, you're still not Batman.
I am Batman.
I'm Big
I am Batman.
No, you're not.
Hassan, listen, bitch. I don't want you in here. I don't want anything to do with you. I hope the Jets make you sit for the entire fucking season.
Fucking said he's a little bitch.
Get him out of here. Get him out of here. Okay, just want to point out that the kickoff just happened to start the second half. The Jets have the ball, 1st and 10. I believe they I'm assuming it's at the 30-yard line.
Who's QB?
Oh, it's Peasley's in for the second half.
That's what I figured, but.
I think Martinez has showed himself to be a better quarterback throughout the whole thing.
Yeah, but he's still not NFL quarterback style ready.
Handoff stuffed after a 2-yard gain. I don't know. Is Izzy still in there? I have no idea who's running it. I know it's not Joe McKnight. He ain't around anymore. But look at Martinez on the sideline, still listening to all the plays, making sure he's got stuff. That's awesome. I would like to keep Martinez on this team. I really would. He impressed me today. Let me go over what I got here.
Practice squad 100%. I don't want to cut him, but I don't want him to see a second of playing time, but especially after this first half that I watched, I am impressed, and I really want him to do well, prosper, and I would like to keep him on the practice squad for sure.
Absolutely. I don't want him going to another team. He's one of the guys that I feel like could be picked up by another team, and then we would look like assholes. So let's just keep him around. John Radcliffe in here with us. Super chat, $5. Thank you so much, John. We appreciate that. You are the man. Let's keep those super chats. Let's keep those memberships, gifted memberships coming in, and show my family how kick-ass the Midnight Mike show is. He comes in and he says, hold on one second. Here's my $5. Go Jets. Maddie, is your worker comp any good in Colorado?
Well, workers' comp is great, but I didn't get hurt at work. So I wish I did. Believe me, I keep trying to. It's like that episode of Beavis and Butthead where they keep trying to kick the shit out of Beavis to get him workers' comp, and it doesn't work. Yeah, that's me. Unfortunately, like I say, if I got hurt at work, it would be solid, but I did not get hurt at work, and I'm not going to try and cheat the system.
There you go. Okay, we have a either a catch or an interception. Okay, it's going to end up being a catch. That's good. Okay, Jets with 103 passing yards so far. The Giants with -8. That's what I'm talking about. That's what I was talking about earlier in the show, folks. This game by score, you would think is a lot closer than it was. The Jets are completely dominating this game.
100%. That first half was all Jets. Jake,
100% on that. I think we can all agree that Batman is better than Superman. Me and Maddie could sit here and argue all we want who is Batman, but I think we both agree that overall the character, the story, everything that goes along with it. Not that I dislike Superman, but overall there's more. Yeah, there's more meat on Batman.
I would say this: I'm definitely Dark Knight Returns Batman. You're Batman 66.
What are you talking? I am Batman Long Halloween. I am Batman Hush. There you go.
Nouveau Batman.
Worked with WC lawyers before the worst. Workers' comp. Okay.
Oh yeah, no, dude. That whole system is something I actually like. I'm not saying I'm glad I didn't get her at work, but I'm kind of glad I didn't, because that whole fucking area is such a mess that I don't want to be part of it. Like, workman's comp is such a convoluted, dirty fucking area of law and union shit that I wish I got hurt at work so they'd have to take care of my bills, but the fact that I wasn't is okay.
Sorry, Peasley just took a nice hit. Oh, and the receiver. Valade running out of bounds just clobbered one of the Giants' sideline coaches. Clobbered.
I hope they're okay.
I do too. Here's the replay. Oh, shit. Yo, he popped right back up. Props to that coach.
You know what? I have to say, all football aside, I love when dudes don't act like they're hurt when they're not. You know what I mean?
Dude, he got clobbered.
Yeah, and you're saying he got belted, and he's like, "No, I'm cool, dude. It sucks, but I'm okay." I love seeing that, no matter who it is, coach, sideline guy, whatever. Don't fucking soccer it up. And again, I'm a soccer guy. I love soccer, but I hate that fucking bullshit where you roll around on the ground, get up, and you're like, "Oh, I'm fine." 20 minutes later, fuck off, dude. You were fine then. Get up.
Valerie, with that comment that was just up, I hope Stickers makes the team. I do too. I love the story. Everything like that. But speaking of Stickers, what I want to do is, so I can get this out of the way, my notes for the first half are as follows. Stickers got a plus because he got that fumble recovery on the very first kickoff of the game, and so basically gives the Jets the 2 kickoffs to start each half.
Yeah.
And he got the fumble recovery. He wasn't the guy to knock the ball out, and I couldn't pinpoint who got the knockout, but Stiggers jumped on that ball. I really appreciated that. Malachi Corley had only had 1 negative, and he just had a very pivotal penalty as we were driving down for a score, and I think that hurt. Max Mitchell allowed a horrible sack and he's one of our backup guys, so I'm not really happy about that. And Kuntz missed a very easy catch and touchdown
Oh my
that
God, that shit
Martinez
was
put it
so bad. It was in his fucking hands.
right. Well, it went right through his
Yeah,
hands,
like
and
what I'm hoping happens with that, like that's one of those learning moments where you're like, okay, I'll never make that mistake again. Like that's like again, I'm trying to be really optimistic, and I'm hoping that he's like, okay, next time instead of my hands like this, my hands are like this. You know what I mean? I hope he
yeah.
learns from it, but it might cost him his job.
Those were the negatives. Now let me throw in some of the positives. First off, well, okay, so Martinez, I think Martinez had a great scramble to avoid a safety when the ball was snapped by Glazer.
Yes.
He pulled a Tipman
Yes,
and
well
snapped
done.
it at like warp speed towards his like left shoulder, and I was like, "What the hell are you doing here?" So Martinez did good at getting that ball out of bounds so that it didn't cost a safety or a big loss. And once again, Martinez had another incredible scramble and led the 2-minute drill perfectly. He got us into scoring.
I want to stop
Go ahead.
you for just a second, and I know
Go
you're
ahead.
on a roll because you're doing really good right now.
Thank you.
Martinez had a great first half. Like, let's
Yes.
just all agree that for a game where nobody's playing starters, like he has no elite talent to throw to or hand off to, Martinez had a fantastic first half. No, I don't
Yeah.
want to see him play a down this season, but he has shown me that I want to keep him at least on the practice squad. I'm very pleased with his performance, and it's one of those areas where I think that people forget you need to pay attention to it. He's a great.
I also want to know what Jake is saying here, where he says, "I told you that Max Mitchell." When did I defend Max Mitchell? Like, at what point do you
I don't
remember
know
me
if you did.
defending
I
Max
remember
Mitchell?
him saying that Mitchell was a problem.
Well, maybe he said it, but
I
it's
don't
not
think
like
you defended him though.
no. I definitely wouldn't have
But
defended him.
but going back to Martinez, great first half. Very happy. Um, again, hopefully we can just keep him on the practice squad. But a shitty team could pick him up and take a flyer on him.
Codrington again with the punt returns looks outstanding. He had another good one tonight. He had a few last week that were great. And then the last big plus I have on offense is Izzy Abanaconda. Definitely just owned the Giants. I mean, we were like 5 minutes into the second quarter, and he had 79 rushing yards.
Yeah, he's.
He had first off, I gave him a plus for an amazing first drive. He was the reason we got down the field that first drive for that field goal. And then that run, I gave him 2 pluses for that 40-something yard run.
That was amazing. That was great.
Breaking tackles. I scared my daughter again because she's still young and doesn't remember last season of me screaming when things happen good for the Jets. And so she ran over to her mother and had to like cuddle her because I was so loud when that play went off.
That's because usually when you're loud, you hit your children, like I do.
Yeah, well, sometimes you have to, but I wasn't in the beating
They're
mood.
not going to learn otherwise. Duh. All lies. We don't beat our kids. Chill the fuck out, woke people.
Yeah, Scott Black. No, Daniel Jones did not play. He did dress, as Jake was saying. He's technically the emergency third-string quarterback. But what the hell in a preseason game? Are you really? Like, why do you need an emergency?
like that's just one of those. I honestly feel like they dressed him just to make him feel good.
In the first drive, the Jets, the first drive that the Giants had, the Jets defense looked sad. I will say that, and they definitely they totally redeemed themselves. But that first drive was sad. The Giants ran all over us, but it came down to 2 stops at the end, like inside the 20-yard line. And there was a great stop by Stiggers on 3rd down. The Giants go for it on 4th down, and Surratt makes the stop on 4th down. And that was awesome. And from that point on, the Jets defense, 2nd string, 3rd string, was outstanding.
We do need to talk about Greg the Leg hitting the post, though. What the fuck is that?
Is that what happened? I missed the field goal. I knew he didn't make it.
Very, very ass end, and it just banked off the post. And honestly, we don't need to talk about it. Shit happens. It's a preseason game. He doesn't care. None of us care. It is what it is. Like,
yeah. I'm not too worried. Get
No,
his
I'm
little miss out.
100%.
Get his miss out here in the preseason.
Yeah,
We'll all be
take
fine.
your mulligans now and just fucking go. But it was funny because I was like, oh yeah, it's a sure fucking thing, and he just banked it right off the post. But
We were
I
just
don't
talking
think it's
about
dumb.
we were just talking about Codrington. He just got hit with a penalty.
Nice.
So the second drive, completely different pressure the whole time on Mike DeVito. A sack by McKinley. It was an outstanding defensive stand. And then we had a drive. I don't know if it was on the Giants' third or fourth drive, but we had a sack by Zaire Barnes followed by 2 sacks by McGregor, and we just swallowed the Giants up in that drive. And I was just so pumped to see that.
Really good. I mean, again, it's non-starters playing that looked really good. I'm trying to keep the optimism at an all-time low because we're Jets fans, but I like what I'm seeing from the second and third stringers. I like what I'm seeing. So,
and it's just so sad that I'm sitting here with 9 minutes left in the third quarter, and it's still only 10-3. This should be like a 17-3 game, maybe even 20-3.
Yeah,
there's no reason why the Jets should have only 10.
Fucking at quarterback, and he sucks. And just,
I mean, he drove us down. He just couldn't get us into. And that's 3rd and 2. Giants don't get it on 3rd and 2. It is 4th and 2. The Jets hold, and it looks like this will be a punt because it's deep in Giants territory. It looks like they're I want to say 30, something like that. And it was tipped. It was tipped there. But great defensive stand by the Jets. I do expect a punt here. I know it's preseason, but
should be.
There's no point in putting your defense in that kind of position.
No, God. No.
And the Giants will punt. Let's see if Codrington can pull anything off here, because I'm assuming he's back there. Maybe Izzy's back there. Maybe Malachi Corley's back there. I don't know. We will see. Fair catch. Okay, I'll take it. Jets get the ball around the 29-yard line, and it was Codrington. Okay, so that was basically my first half. We are in the third quarter, 8 minutes, 38 seconds left. And that's that. So guys, please do me a favor and hit that like button on your way in if you haven't already. That helps out so much. We do appreciate that. Let's see here. Tampa played their starters against us. No one gives a shit about the Dolphins, Scott. And we have another super chat. And here's once again. Usually I'm right on. I am usually right on with the Jets chant for these, but I'm running off a whole different system here at my mom's house. So, but you're going to get the Jets chant regardless. So let's see what he said here. Sorry about that. FSU could have used Jets rookie Jordan Travis today. I didn't see what went on with FSU. Florida State.
I had too much going into watching college ball today. I'm going to catch up on the highlights later.
Is Ricky in here anywhere? He could tell us. Ricky loves. Ricky's our FSU guy. So we will see. But thank you so much, John. I appreciate it. Hey, I am surprised that John is not a channel member. Let's get some. Once again, also Valerie, John. This goes to Valerie and John. If you're still watching, Valerie, there is no reason why you should not have gotten gifted a channel membership. In some of these past gifted channel memberships. And I'm not telling people you have to give some channel memberships. What I'm saying is to John and to Valerie, if you don't want to join the channel, go down in the comments section, hit that little money symbol, go to gifted memberships, and there's a button for accepting gifted memberships. Make sure that is on, both of you guys, because people do give channel memberships here, and that's how you get them. And you guys talk so much in the chat. You guys, it usually goes by algorithms. It usually goes by things like that. So I'd be surprised if you didn't get them. So thank you so much, John. I appreciate that. Winning this game equals no injuries. Well, that's true with the Dolphins. That's true with the Giants. That's true with the Jets. That's true with any team in the preseason. It's like you just want to get out of here with no injuries to your team.
100%.
Oh, FSU lost to Georgia Tech in Ireland, and the Jets are kind of like the unofficial, like one of the unofficial Irish teams, because the NFL has stuck teams all over Europe, and I guess because of the Jets green, we've kind of been honed in on Ireland.
What the
Monique,
fuck
let's
are
see what you.
college players doing and playing in Ireland? That's nonsense. That is fucking dumb.
Yeah.
Like honestly, they don't need to travel. They don't need jet lag. Like that's bullshit. And I didn't realize that was going on. I am 100% against that shit.
Do they even have stadiums that can handle college football?
Yeah, but
Like
who in fucking Ireland cares about FSU? There's like 5 guys
I have
from
no.
Florida who moved to Ireland.
Yeah, I have no idea because I do see a lot of videos on YouTube where it's people. Excuse me, where it's people. It's like people from Europe watching American football, whether it's college or professional, and just being blown away by the size of our stadiums and like our pageantry and our fireworks and our lights and our lasers and our all that stuff. So maybe that's what they're trying to do. They're trying to like
Yeah, but
get these people to. Because even today, I watched. I ended up trying to fall asleep to the Milan soccer game. Milan was playing, and I was looking at the stadium. I'm like, well, if you want to call it a stadium, it it was like the Yard Goats ballpark in Hartford. You know, not too many people.
yeah,
I mean, it was filled. To be fair,
right. No, it's a whole different culture over there with their football. Like it's I don't
yeah, I
know.
don't think that. I'm going to
I'm
agree
so
with
annoyed
Jake on
by
that
this.
one. I'm going to agree with Jake on that one. Sending the Fighting Irish over there would be a little bit of bias.
Well, you just get bombs because the Protestants are psychos.
I don't know if I agree with technically with that statement, Valerie. You're right. It's not real. Like the guys are holding back. They're obviously not calling all the plays that they want to call, things of that nature. But we are really getting to see what some of these guys like who are going to be our backups.
I
You
would say
know, like
like
who?
preseason football is not real football for veterans. To a
Yeah,
guy who just got drafted,
or an
preseason football,
undrafted free
yeah,
agent,
it's
people
the
like
realest
that.
thing ever. But to guys who've been in the league for even a season, they're like, dude, fuck it, who cares? So it's the haves and the have-nots. Guys like Aaron Rodgers and Garrett Wilson, Sauce Gardner. No, this isn't real football. But for the Rudy-esque players, it is real football to them, and that's because if they show out today, they might have a job.
Mike,
Again, it's just a matter of what you show on the field. Like this whole game is literally Robert Sala going, all right, well, how many? Okay, we have 14 spots we could fill. I like him. 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 Fuck him, and him. Like, I mean, that's all it is, really. It's a matter of do you impress the coach enough to have a job?
I do want to point out again for those of you who have joined us a little late, hit that like button, of course. I want people to know we are live. We're going up against all the big boys tonight who stream Jets games live. So I'd love for you to hit that like button.
We are
But we
far
are.
more entertaining.
I would say that, especially as the special midnight mic drink of vodka, ice, and a little bit more vodka goes down.
Attaboy.
But tonight we are continuing our little series leading up to the season. Our Tuesday night show, every Tuesday night, we will take one or two of the NFC divisions. We will project them. For the AFC, it's our Saturday night shows. So every Saturday night leading up to the season, we will end it, of course, with the AFC East. But tonight, it is the AFC West, folks. The Kansas City Chiefs, the Oakland LV, Las Vegas Raiders, the Denver Broncos. I'm sorry, I still have that comment up there. I'm sorry. Let's pull that down. The Denver Broncos and the LA Chargers. So we'll get your guys' opinions on that in the comments section a little later, and I would really appreciate that. But yeah, we're doing that tonight too, Maddie. And I'm still going to try to do an intermission report. Even though I'm running out of a makeshift studio in my mom's basement. So we will see. Go back to the comments section. Did y'all notice Tyrod suits up for every game? Yeah, I'm assuming he's doing the same thing like an emergency, like an emergency
Yeah,
third
he's
string.
like that third stringer. Like they don't expect him to play, but yeah, no, and I'm okay with that. I like Tyrod. First of all, I've liked Tyrod since he came in the league. I think he's a solid quarterback. I expected him to be a starter, and I was wrong, but I think that we are in good hands with him now.
I would say that it's good to have him on the sideline dressed up so that if Martinez goes down and Peasley goes down and Tom Tupa goes down, we have him ready to go.
Tom Tupa will never go down.
No, he will.
Tom Tupa is
He's on the sideline right
indestructible.
now.
Tom Tupa has been wearing number 7 for 400 years. I'm not sure Tom Tupa is not Jack the Ripper.
I mean, who knows? He was never found.
Sure he killed all those prostitutes, got away with it, and was like, "Fuck it, I'm going to play American football."
Yeah, Jack the Ripper, and then he became the Zodiac Killer.
I like that. You know what? I am going to pin every unsolved serial killing on Tom Tupa from now on and stir shit up on Twitter.
I don't think that's appropriate.
I don't
Jake.
either, do it.
Jake comes in and says, Mike Maddie, I will give you my opinion now since I have a fantasy draft Tuesday. Patty. Is he talking about Patrick Mahomes, I assume?
I mean, let's be honest. If you had the first overall pick, would you? It's not a guarantee that you would take Patrick Mahomes, but he would 100% be in your wheelhouse. Like you would have to argue against taking him first overall.
I can agree with Monique on this one. Peasley is not looking good here in the third quarter. He was able to drive them down almost into field goal range, but unfortunately, it's not. The offense has not looked good with Peasley. I can go ahead and officially say that.
I don't.
But yeah,
because what do we have to gain with Tyrod in?
Oh yeah, well exactly. You don't want him to sit and get injured.
Don't get me wrong, it would be more entertaining. But if Tyrod got in and like say somebody fucking hyperextended his knee and fucked him up, it's a much bigger loss.
John Radcliffe coming in with another super chat. I appreciate that so much. You're a little early, but because you did the super chat, sending in the $5, I really do appreciate that. Again, I will read it out. He says, in first place, it's going to be the Chiefs. Second place, the Raiders. I guess third, who cares about you? Fourth, why do you even exist at this point, at this Denver point, or Dever point? He says Dever.
Oh, they think they're winning the Super Bowl, dude. Holy shit. They think Bo Nix is the second coming of Peyton Manning, and it's going down, and blah, blah, blah. Like,
by the way, I do appreciate you guys coming in with these super chats. John, you've really come through. And then Daniel coming in with the gifted membership. You guys are doing awesome tonight. And like I said, I always get worried when we're up against so many other Jets content creators. And then also we're up against a game. There's so many other things people could be doing. And I really appreciate the fact that you guys are here with us, enjoying the game with us, enjoying Jets content with us. I mean, this officially puts to bed summer and the preseason, and after this game is over, guys, it's Jets football. Like it's we are getting into the season, like, so that's something to be happy and celebrate.
And not wait.
But like I said, they want to rest. Look, here's another thing, Maddie. If Patrick Mahomes can fucking go out there and play in the preseason, why can't some of our starters? I'm not saying it has to be Aaron Rodgers, but why can't we see some of these guys out there for a series or two? Like, look, that blows in my mind.
The coach's choice. That's his decision, and it is what it is. I agree with you. I would have liked to see him play. But at the same time, we're not going to accomplish anything getting all fucking wound up about it. It's what was decided. Let it go, because none of these fucking preseason games matter. I get it. I wanted to see them on the field too. But let's just, like, we can sit here and piss and moan. It's not going to change anything. Let it go. It is what it is. We can throw fucking mud and stones later if it backfires. But the fact of the matter is, you and I are not the head coach of the Jets. You know what I mean?
I just see the excuses coming.
No, I do too. But if it pays off, we're wrong. But if it does not, we can totally say we fucking told you so. My whole thing is this. This is one of those where none of these games matter. We have to let shit go, and it's fine. You know what I mean? Like I really, truly, genuinely, I can't get upset about it. It's not what I wanted, but fuck it, okay? It is what it is. What matters is the 9th of September.
Yep.
So let's just focus on that. Sala, and again, and I say this a lot, Sala and Douglas know shit that we don't. You know
Oh,
what I mean?
absolutely.
And so maybe Roger said, hey, look, I'm good for games, but I feel myself getting tired more easily or whatever. You know what I mean? So maybe Sal's like, look, chill, you're okay. Like if you feel yourself getting worn down, like let's just sit you this game and he might not even have said anything of the sort. My point is they know shit we don't. Let's have faith in the program until they really, really give us reason not to. So
I mean,
that's
fair enough.
and
The problem is it comes with all the pessimism of being a Jets fan. That's where
yeah,
I'm
that's
coming
part of
from.
the
You
problem. Is
know?
being a Jets fan is that everything fucking sucks. But in this instance, I'm gonna say just trust the adults. If it blows up in our face, we can 100% scream, burn it down, etc. But for
Ugh.
the time being, like we have no reason to doubt them. And honestly, let's be real. We have questions about our offensive line depth. So start every second stringer you can. Make the standouts stand out. I'm okay with it. I would love to see Aaron Rodgers for at least 4 downs. But at the same time, I would love to see Aaron Rodgers for 17 games. So I'm not mad about it, and I understand exactly where you're coming from. I really, really do. But let's just go with the flow. They talk to the medical guys. They talk to everybody. They talk to the players. Aaron Rodgers will be going, look, dude, my knee's a little inflamed. It'll be fine. We just need to ice it, but there's
No,
no point in getting.
I'm going to be honest with you. I don't think there's. I think Rodgers is firing on all cylinders. I think he's going to be fine.
Dude,
I think all the starters are going to be fine. And obviously injuries can happen. I mean, apparently he was just like the Jets were just lighting the Giants up in that joint practice. And like
yeah.
I said, the whole first half here, it should have been a 17-3, 20-3 first half.
Oh, I agree.
The Jets shot themselves in the foot by not scoring those points. But Peasley, goddamn, just this most recent drive, a run on first down for a gain of nothing, a pass for a gain of 3, and then a sack. I mean, I don't know what is going on.
But again,
It's
preseason. It doesn't matter. You and I both know Peasley will never see a snap in a regular season game as a Jet. Just let them do their thing. I genuinely believe we should grade our team on its regular season performance, and I think you do too. I know that we're in the heat of preseason, but what happens here doesn't fucking matter. What happens in the regular season, that's where we can start complaining.
John comes in and he says Rodgers sat out because he wanted to. Yes, fair enough. I believe if Rodgers really wanted to play, he'd be out there playing, no doubt. But it is what it is. I believe at least one series going up against San Francisco elite defense to start is going to be a test for Rodgers. Yeah, John, that's the thing, man.
Yeah, for sure.
Rodgers has not taken a hit, a real NFL hit since 2022. Okay, my whole thing is that I did not want him going out against the San Francisco defense, the defending NFC champions, and getting rattled. And I said this, listen, everybody, I was on Inner City Jets podcast with my co-host from Jets Uncovered, Tommy Jets. And I hope you guys go over to his YouTube channel. It's Inner City Jets. And give him a subscribe and go and watch the video I did with him and hit the like button in support of me and Tommy. But I said to him, man, and I'm afraid they're going to do this to Rodgers, but I would not fault the Jets defense if they took a 15-yard penalty in the first 5 to 10 minutes of that game against San Francisco for roughing the passer just to let Brock Purdy know, hey, if we get to you, this is what it's going to feel like. And that goes in a quarterback's head. And I will not be mad if the Jets want to pull that in the game versus San Francisco. Just give them one good. Once again, I'm not rooting for an injury. I don't want Purdy to be injured. I don't want him to go out of the game, but rattle him to the core and let him know, hey, man, if we get Pat, this is what's going to happen.
I don't have a problem with that. I, I, I'm a defensive minded player. Like, defense is always going to be a favorite position in any sport. Hockey, basketball, football, all of it. I love defense. And I agree with you. Like, go out there and show them, hey, we're not to be played with. I agree with that.
All right, here's what we're gonna do, Maddie.
Yeah.
We're getting around the 45-minute mark. So what I want to do is I want to get to our predictions for the AFC West.
Okay.
And then what we can do is hit an intermission report. And all you guys watching, you know what you have to do. Give us a top 5 and a very generic top 5. And me and Maddie will do that in the intermission report. You guys can help us out in the comments, but don't start putting those in yet. Hold off 1 second, because the first thing we're going to do is we are going to give our projections for this show for the AFC West. The Kansas City Chiefs, the Las Vegas Raiders, the LA Chargers, and the Denver Broncos. Maddie, who do you have in last place at the end of this season? And we also do win totals, folks. And once again, this is loose. It's loose. So, if Maddie guesses, I don't know, 5 and they get 6, we're not going to, that's pretty damn close.
You're going to knock my paycheck? Fuck off. It's a free show.
So who do you have coming in fourth?
I have Denver. Denver looks terrible. And again, I have a first-hand view of it. A lot of people see Denver getting 5 wins. I honestly see them getting 4.
Wow, 4?
I really think Denver is going to have another terrible season. And I say this with kind of a hate boner because I hate the Broncos. But I have come to terms with the fact that real Bronco fans who pay for season tickets and are nice people, I don't wish them ill. I really don't, because when I take my daughter to the games, we sit in the lower bowl where people have jobs and pay for real season tickets. I just don't see them. They're just bad. I'm sorry. They're in the middle of a terribly tough rebuilding season, and I never thought I'd say this, but I really hope Bo Nix does well. I hope that he comes out of this and shows that he is ready to take the reins.
I hope Bo Nix does well after week 3 or 4.
Yeah, well, whatever.
Whatever the week is that we play them.
More importantly, though, for all the Jets fans, we could play 7 Jets X quarter. You're not gonna fucking see Zach Wilson. Okay, he is not playing. He is not even getting the job. I expect him to be released in the next 8 days. That said,
all right,
go ahead.
We agree that the Broncos are coming in 4th in their division. But I think I have a little tiny bit more faith than you do because I put the Broncos at 6 wins.
No.
I mean, hey, we'll see. I have it written down.
Yeah, I mean, it'll be fun to
we'll
watch.
see at the end of the season. Yeah, we'll see at the end of the season. But we both agree Broncos in 4th place at the end of the season. I'm going to go with 6 wins. Maddie with 4. Maddie, who do you have at 3?
I have Oakland in 3rd place with an 8-9 season.
Wow, this is weird. Okay, so you have them in 3rd. I have the Chargers in 3rd. The whole Herbert being injured. Is he injured? Is he going to play? How much in the beginning of the season? I think the Chargers are gonna be in 3rd place by the end of the season, and I think the Chargers will have a total of 7 wins.
Wow. Okay.
All right.
In 2nd, I actually have the Chargers with a 9-8 season. It's a 1 game difference. I really feel like the Chargers and the Raiders are very much almost
interchangeable, right?
Yeah. Believe me, if I'm wrong and they swap places, I don't think it'll be by more than 1 or 2 games.
Yeah. Oh, I have the same thing going on here, Maddie. So check this out.
As soon as you said what you said, I was like, we're on the same page.
Yeah, we're on the same page so much that you had the Raiders in third with 8 wins. I have the Raiders in second with 8 wins.
Right. Yeah. I mean,
So it's
Chargers and the Raiders are almost the same team, and I have no hate towards it. I like either team. We'll see.
We will see. And then obviously, folks, both of us have the defending Super Bowl champion Kansas City Chiefs at the number 1 position. The question is, how much faith do Maddie and I have in the Kansas City Chiefs? And that will be determined by our win totals. Maddie, how many wins do you have the Kansas City Chiefs winning the AFC West by? Not by, but total.
I am flip-flop between 11 and 12 wins. I think 11, though. I think that we are starting to get to the Kansas City decline. They'll still win the division, but I think they will win 11 games, not 12.
We are on the exact same page. I have the Kansas City Chiefs winning the division with 11 wins. Yeah. I just don't think that I do not see a three-peat coming. When you have a healthy Joe Burrow and the Cincinnati Bengals, and you have the New York Jets with a healthy Aaron Rodgers,
too many X factors.
Yeah, and even on the other side, you have the Eagles and the San Francisco 49ers, and there's a lot of competition this year, and I just don't picture the Kansas City Chiefs because even last year
games they could lose and still win the division.
Yeah, no, they'll win their division. That's what helps. That's kind of what helps the Kansas City Chiefs get into the playoffs every year because
Ghostface T-shirt.
Yeah,
I love it. Sorry, I just noticed. I fucking love it.
I think I've worn this on the show before. I'm pretty sure I have,
but I just saw it. I was like, fuck
yeah. Let me see here. Yeah, okay. So Valerie's just bored of Mahomes. Ricky NY is in here. He's checking in from his job.
Boy,
Mike and Maddie.
Up,
yeah, that's awesome. Monique is of course agreeing. The Broncos suck. Yeah, they do. They do. I mean, they're in a shitty time in their history.
This might be the lowest I think Denver has ever been, and I'm just happy I can be here for it because they have been such douche nozzles to me for so many years. But I feel weird being sympathetic to like their decent fans because, like I say, you've seen pictures from when Sasha and I go. Like when we sit down in the lower bowl, people have like full-time jobs and pay for their tickets. They are really cool fans. So I don't hate Denver as much as I used to.
All right, folks, we are about halfway through our show. It is in the fourth quarter in the Jets-Giants Snoopy Bowl preseason game. And I was actually kind of surprised when they put up the stat that this is the 55th meeting between the Jets and the Giants in the preseason, and the Jets lead that series 28-25-1. There was one tie.
I would have never guessed that. By the way, Jake, you're one of my favorite people that calls into this show. You're out of your fucking mind that Denver is going to overtake Vegas this year. They are so bad. Yeah.
Yeah.
No. Dude, and I love you. And I love your takes. Like, you're one of my favorite people. But I'm sorry, but I violently disagree with you.
All right. Well, we're going to do this, ladies and gentlemen. It's time for the intermission report. Mike and Maddie's top 5. When we get back, we want your top 5. We want to know a very generic top 5. Hold on. Oh, was that batted down? 3rd and 4, a Giant. Okay, you know what? We're going to stick to this. Giants could tie the game up right here. It is 4th down and 4 from. Yeah, and they're deep in the red zone. Oh no, it looks like they're pulling out DeVito. They're having DeVito play the whole game.
Why wouldn't you?
Well, it's funny that he was their starter for most of the end of last season,
and he should be again.
No, he's their 3rd string quarterback.
I don't care. I'm sorry, but their quarterback situation is in such a state that DeVito should be really looked at as a starter.
All right, Giants just put it through the uprights. It is now 10-6. Jets still leading with 10 minutes 53 left in the fourth quarter. Once again, it's like if the Jets lose this game, look, once again, it's a preseason game. Who the fuck cares? But like I said at halftime, we should have had 17 or 20 points, like without a doubt. And it's just
Again,
that's disappointing to
I
me.
still have the weird superstition that the Jets go undefeated in the preseason. Nightmare time follows. So,
well, we will see. We will see. All right, ladies and gentlemen, it's time for our halftime report. Get your top fives in, and as soon as we come out from the halftime report, we will be taking your calls. We want to talk about the Jets Giants Snoopy Bowl. We want to talk about your predictions for the AFC West and anything else you want to talk about. But it's time for Mike and Maddie's top five, but that's in our intermission.
Let's all go to the lobby. Let's all go to the lobby. Let's all go to the lobby to get ourselves a treat.
Delicious things to eat.
The popcorn can't be beat.
All right.
if you guys don't give us good ones, we're taking mine from last week, which is
Oh, yeah. What was that? What was it? What was it?
top NES games.
Oh, we might need to do that one right off the bat. And by the way, Nick, I completely agree with that. That is upsetting. I mean, once again, get those little jittery ones out of the way. We talked about it earlier. No big deal. No big deal. We trust Greg the Leg.
Like, get it out of his system. Like his one miss preseason, fine.
You know what, dude? I kind of want to do yours. I kind of just want to do yours. We didn't get to do it last week.
Let the people do their thing, and if they have a good one,
okay, guys. If you for this week, if you can beat top 5 NES games, see, that's what we're talking about. We like generic things and that's the original Nintendo Entertainment System. For those of you who are younger than us, if you could beat something, hey, we'll look at it. But let's be real here. I kind of like that one.
It's a good one. And I mean, again, we could also do top SNES games too, but
and we'll do that. We'll do that another time.
But like I say, guys, give us something else. Like, I mean, we could always do top NES games just as some filler on the bye week or whatever. It's not a big deal. But give us a top 5 to keep us engaged tonight. You know what I mean? Like I will say this: of all the shows I've ever watched on YouTube, and I'm lucky to be part of this one, we have the best comment section as far as shit goes.
We do. Unfortunately, Maddie, once again, tonight we're up against like Green Bean Jets Media, Jaguar, what is his name? I love his channel. Jaguar Gator 9, something like that. Dude, he does great videos. Sometimes the Grassi Posse, Tom Grassi, does random games that are on. So I don't know. There's a lot of guys who do games live. And so I look, it is what it is. Our show ends up competing with them during the preseason. John, that's a good one. But that is a good one. And you know what? I will set that up for next week because I'm a huge horror movie guy. Horror movie slashers. That is, I am writing that down.
Jake, I appreciate that, man.
Yeah, absolutely. Hey, look, Jake, we only started, when I started doing Jets content, I only started in like the middle of last season, right? And then I didn't get to start doing live shows until after pretty much the end of the season, somewhere around the end of last season. So this is a brand new show. This is going to be our first season for anybody watching where we actually
show in January of this year.
So that's what I'm saying. It's like this is a new show. That's why when you guys hit that like button, that means so much to us. Subscribing if you're new, those two things, likes, subscribes, that's free, and it helps build this. Yeah, it helps build this channel. And then the fact that I think I've said this before on the show. I told my wife, look, I don't expect to make $1 off of this show until next season, until we get to, into the season where people are looking for all the Jets content they could find. And here I was, at like draft and you guys are sending in super chats and gifting channel memberships and doing all that stuff. And it's like blown my mind. So Jake, I appreciate you being here. I appreciate people like Monique being here. All you guys, channel members, it goes on. There's people I actually haven't even seen in a while that I know will be popping in and out, especially once the season starts. I'm telling guys in my group chat to come and support you guys. Yeah, man. Thank you. Thank you so much. Yeah, absolutely. Big cheers to you, John. I appreciate that.
Honestly, it's mostly because your co-host is awesome.
That's why I feel like that's why our subscriptions and stuff are so low. I feel like we'd be ahead of the game if you weren't here.
Hey,
So, all right.
I'll
So
file
we
for
are
an
doing
appointment while you haven't.
top 5 Nintendo Entertainment System, the original Nintendo NES, top 5 NES games. Guys, what are your favorite games?
Yeah.
What are your
hit it.
favorite games? Start putting them in the chat. I have the top 4 that came to my head. I mean, are pretty simple.
If you can see me, so I moved the helmets over here, and I literally bought a smaller TV for my smaller SNES that is modded with like 3,000 games. Like I love the old NES. So,
Well, I have an original. Excuse me. I have an original NES
Johnny, you're my man, dude.
with a bunch of games. But I also have I got the, they put out that Super Nintendo that was small that
Yeah, I
had a
have
bunch
that
of
one too.
games.
Yeah.
Okay, so I have that, and then my buddy took it and put tons of NES, Genesis.
That's how both of my small consoles
Yeah.
are. I have like 800 games on them. So like if
Yeah,
I
yeah, yeah.
really want to play Bill and Ted's Excellent Adventure on Nintendo, I can do it.
Yeah, absolutely. All right, guys, you know what I'm going to do? I am going to, and I appreciate you guys being here. Hit that like button on your way in or on your way out. I'm going to actually right now put in, if I can, sorry if my camera's shaky, guys. I'm trying to. There it is. There it is, guys. There it is. As soon as we get out of this intermission report, the link is in there for you guys to call in. You can start filling up the green room. And I definitely want to talk to you guys. Yeah, Jake, the video game emulators are effing awesome. So right now, let's get these top 5 NES games. And, oh, man, it's like there's so many games I like. But the problem is
it's insanely hard to choose. So, again, these are off the top of our heads. If we really sat down and gave it an hour's thought, our countdown would be different. But just understand this is what we're going with. So
I'm trying to see if anybody put anything in the comments section because
They
it's
did.
I'm having the problem is I have like my top 4 and those are the ones that immediately come to my head like right away,
Well, I'm
no
telling you,
problem.
nobody has put anything in. So
Okay, what do you have for your number 5, Maddie?
for number 5, I actually have Legend of Zelda 2. Link's
The Adventures of Link. Yeah.
And it's very much laced in nostalgia and appreciation. My mother's best friend, who I've known my whole life, her name's Patty Madden. She's a wonderful woman. We don't agree on shit politically, but I would take a bullet for her. I was a kid, and I know that Patty did not have the money to buy me shit. But as a kid, she bought me like Castle Grayskull when she didn't have the money to do it, and she bought me Link's Adventures. And
That's awesome.
And I remember she bought it, and I fucking lost my shit. I hugged her, ran downstairs, started playing it, had a blast with it. No, it's not the best game in the world, not even close. But you know what? For me, I will always think of that game with so much fondness because, again, my mom's friend, Patty Madden, who just treated me like I was one of her own kids. And look, side note, me and my family did not grow up with a lot of money. My dad was a postmaster or a postman. He became a postmaster later. My mom's a nurse. We were house poor. Like they were really proud to own their own house, but that was about all we had. And I will never forget how excited I was to play Link's Adventures and just fucking run around with that game for hours and hours on end. And again, not one of the best NES games, but to me, I will never forget when she handed me that and said, "Hey, happy birthday, Maddie." And I lost my shit. I hugged her so hard and I ran downstairs and didn't see her for the rest of the night. So That's mine.
That's awesome. I have a bunch at number 5 just because I didn't know. I just threw a bunch of names out there.
Maybe
I'm not going to pick one because my number 5.
later.
No, my number 5 is not even set. It's not even set. My 4 through 1 is set. Boom.
Okay. All right.
But
Then
these are.
I get to comment on the 17 you have for 5.
No, I'm just gonna. I'm gonna name 4 right now,
Okay,
just because I want to get through this. Paperboy, the original
Awesome.
ice hockey, the original ice hockey, Metroid, and Mario
Awesome.
3.
Awesome. And yeah, I have no problem with any of those. I would actually argue that I think some of those should be ranked higher than 5.
Oh, Joe. Punch Out. I fucking love Punch Out. I love Mega Man 2. Dude.
I love every game
put
on that
put
list.
them in there too. Yeah, put them in there too.
I love every fucking game on that list.
Dude,
And
Joe coming in.
Dude, at the sports store, we have the screenshot in a 16 by 20 of Tyson after he knocks you out, signed by Mike Tyson.
Oh, that's really cool.
Which I really want,
really
and
cool.
I'm gonna probably buy myself for Christmas.
All right. So basically it was a mishmash. Paperboy, Ice Hockey, Metroid, Mario 3, Mega Man 2. I'll add that in there, and I'll add in Mike Tyson's Punch Out. I, of course, had Mike Tyson's Punch Out before it became Mr. Dream, before he was doing his little rapey stuff. But yeah, that's what it is.
Fair enough.
And I hate to say this. Oh, yes, Nick Arcade. We've talked about Nick Arcade on this show before, Jake. And it's Duck Hunt, man. Duck Hunt, not Duck Hunter. That's killing me. Maddie, give me your number 4.
Number 4 is Super Mario Brothers. It's classic.
Wow, the original?
Yeah, the OG one.
Well, not Mario Brothers, Super Mario Brothers.
Mario Brothers, which is
Yes.
number 2. It's just that's the game that made you love Nintendo, and it took me forever to beat that fucking game. And I'm sorry, but Super Mario Brothers was the catalyst for an amazing franchise. So gets my win.
There it is. There it is. If anybody in here is new, just to let you know, we are in our intermission report, and during our intermission report, that's what makes us. We're kind of like a mishmash of stuff that goes on. We talk Jets for an hour. We do an intermission report where we talk about something random. Then, boom, we start bringing in all our calls and people calling in and talk more about the Jets. So don't worry. As soon as we're done with our top 5 NES games of all time, which once again will be quick, we're taking your calls. We're going to talk about the Jets. We're going to talk about the Snoopy Bowl. We are going to talk about our projections tonight for the AFC West. My number 4 is Mario 2. It's my favorite Mario game.
Great.
Yeah, it's my favorite Mario game. I know it's not originally a Mario game in Japan. It was a completely different character. They just kind of, in America, just stuck Mario, the Princess Toad, and Luigi in there. But I loved, people have to remember that back in that day where you could choose a character that does something different than another character.
So amazing when that happened.
Yeah.
They were like, pick your character, and like, say what, motherfucker?
Yep.
Yeah, no, it's huge.
And they try to sit there and say that women are held down and all that bullshit. That princess was the best character to play with, unless you were in a digging level. Then you had to use Toad.
You had to use Toad then, yeah.
Yeah, he was the quickest digger.
Not a
Stigger. Not a Stigger. Stiggers is on the field, folks, for the Jets. Toad is a digger.
My number 3, I had to pick one sports game, and I was torn between Double Dribble and my
Double Dribble
is Blades of Steel.
Nice.
I adored Blades of Steel. I used to love playing Blades of Steel. I'm a hockey guy. You guys all know that. And Blades of Steel was so fucking fun. And the best part about Blades of Steel was if you won the fight, you stayed on the ice. So,
well, the thing that I immediately thought of when you said Double Dribble and Blades of Steel is when you start up the Double Dribble and it went Double Dribble
of Steel.
No, double dribble.
Yeah, no. That was like, again, Konami classics, both great games. I mean, Double Dribble is another great game. We were talking about this at work. I don't play current sports games because they're too complicated. Like,
yeah,
just give me my buttons need to be pass or shoot. That's all I want.
Give me John Elway's quarterback, where you just put the
Right.
arrow where you want and then literally the guy will catch it. You could throw it 100 yards.
Give
no
me
big deal.
Tecmo Bowl where I can just play as Bo Jackson and win
Yep, and run
all
around
day
the
long.
field all day.
Like Bo Jackson could run through 7 end zones if he felt like it.
All right, my number 3 is Castlevania 3: Dracula's Curse. I'm a horror guy, and there was nothing better to me than those games. Like I would literally turn out the lights and I would play those games. And when you look back at them now, I mean, obviously the graphics aren't amazing.
But
they are what they are.
My biggest NES accomplishment is that I beat Castlevania, the original, on the NES.
Well, my thing is I used to turn off the lights and I would get immersed in those games.
Oh, yeah,
and part 3, you were able to change characters like Super Mario 2. Yeah. And I really did enjoy that. So Castlevania 3: Dracula's Curse is my number 3.
Okay. I got no problem with that one. My number 2 is Metroid.
Nice.
Metroid was such an immersive game. There was so much going on with it. There was so much area to cover. And then you won and you turned out to be a girl. And, like, again, I'm not a woke dude. I just love the fact that you're like, oh, all right, cool. We're a girl. High five. Like, nobody gave a shit. It was like when Rob Halford came out as gay from Judas Priest. Metalheads were like, fucks dudes? Fine. High five. Whatever. So, like, Metroid, and again, I will still go back and play Metroid, the original, any day of the week and have a great time with it.
My number 2, we are to our number 2s. Then we get to take your calls and we talk about the Jets. Right now it is 6:15 left in the game. Fourth quarter, Jets still up 10-6. There is a flag on the play on the Giants for illegal contact, but I'm trying to figure out. I think the Giants have the ball back. It's like Peasley cannot run this offense. And once again, is he just running with third, fourth, fifth guys? That's why maybe, but it's been literally nothing in the second half. Had we had Martinez out there, I feel like the Jets could have gotten some more points on the board.
I expected the first half to be just like this. It's boring.
Peasley. Okay, Peasley has the ball 1st and 10 from the 44, and there's a run for 3. This is basically what we've been dealing with the whole second half. It's either a stop for nothing, a run for 3, a run.
I knew that this was how it was going to be. I expected actually the whole game to be like this. I don't care.
I mean, just 10 points. Okay, what is this, a Zach Wilson-led offense? My number 2 NES game of all time, the original Castlevania. Now, listen, Castlevania 3 is a better game overall, but the nostalgia of Castlevania will never be beaten for me in the series. So you could go to Super Castlevania. I even like Castlevania 2. The Simon's Quest
collection on PS5.
Yeah, it is what it is. But that's my number 2, Maddie.
Which is really ironic because that's my number 1.
Castlevania's your number 1?
Absolutely. I adore Castlevania.
Dude, that's awesome.
Great soundtrack, great game.
Yes.
There's so much going on with Castlevania. It's so much fun. And I remember because, so I was a big horror kid. I
just want to point out, by the way, channel member Clancy is in here kicking ass in the comments section. He's just starting to throw out all our emojis that channel members can use. So check, spamming it up with those pictures of Rodgers and the Jets logos. Go ahead.
There's another story for this. Everybody knew, the running joke was that I was the horror freak. I love all the scary movies or all this shit. And in Denver, there's a family, the McNichols family, which was, McNichols Arena. And my buddy Brendan, who I'm still friends with, he's the Avalanche PR director. I remember spending the night at his house, and he had his older brother, Sean. We went out TPing that night, but earlier he's like, hey, have you played Castlevania? I was like, I don't even know what that is. He's like, dude, you go and you fight vampires and wolves. I was like, holy shit, this is my calling. This is what I was born to do. I'm going to kill the Grim Reaper. Fuck you, world. So no, I fell in love with Castlevania 1. It will always be my number one. I love this game. I love the series, but Castlevania 1 is my 100% go to. And believe me, I have to stress there were so many other games that got left off this list that are near and dear to my heart.
Oh, there's ones that I haven't even thought of, and they're
Yeah,
still probably some of my favorite games.
Hit or Die, TC Surf and Sport. I mean, shit,
Like,
dude.
well, even dude, when we were talking about our favorite bands we saw live, I forgot to like literally one of the best moments I ever had watching a live band. I didn't even mention, and it was when I saw Green Day at Woodstock '94, and there's the literal like mud fight that ensued. Like it was Green Day was awesome, but the mud fight that ensued in that crowd was amazing.
That's funny
Yeah,
because I hate Green Day. And my
Green
wife,
Day, dude.
my
Green Day
wife
is one of my favorite
loves.
bands.
No, dude,
Not now.
my wife loves Green Day, and like my wife.
No, well, I like them from their first album, which is a mixture of a few demos. So 1039 Smoothed Out
Right.
Slappy Hours. Kerplunk's my favorite album. And then I like everything kind of up until American Idiot. I even let that go with his whole political. They got super political
Oh, I know.
at American Idiot.
2000.
Yeah, and 21st Century Breakdown. But anything after that, like Green Day has turned into a mockery of themselves, and they are hypocrites, and they are just a joke at this point. But I will
Right.
never say that. Like in my child, from my like teen years, my early 20s, Green Day was just I fucking love them. I
was
saw them
not
out.
a Green Day guy, but it's funny. So my
Um,
wife is taking my one of my daughters, the one who's here tonight, that made me late. They're all going to see Green Day, and
I would not go to see them now.
well, I saw them back in I want to say 2011 or 12, and it was awful, dude. It was just so pandering and so bad.
Oh, that's all they do.
But
That's all they do, and
it
it's
is
like,
what
and then they sit there and well, once again, they shit all over one political party, then suck the nuts of another one, and you're supposed to be punk. How can you sit there and like be like, yeah, like this political party that's in power? Like
I have said this
you're a punk band.
like you've always heard the expression "punk's not dead," but I've made many times the argument that when I hear people say Green Day is my favorite punk band, maybe punk's not dead, but it's on life support. Like
No, well, first off, I am a real punk fan. Going back to like.
Dead
Yeah,
Kennedys,
like
Iggy Pop,
Casualties. Yep, yeah, exactly.
Obviously the Sex Pistols,
Exploited, but regardless, I would consider Green Day alternative punk.
I would call them pop.
I wouldn't call them pop punk. Sorry, they're not gay enough. They're not gay enough. They're not gay enough to be like a. No, that's Blink 182. That's No Effects. That's Sum 41.
Main FM channels.
No. Okay, but that doesn't matter. The pop punk. When I think of pop punk, I think of those super gay Sum 41, Blink 182, whiny voice bullshit.
We're gonna have to agree to disagree, but we can both agree that we don't like where Green Day went.
No, not at all. Clancy came said.
Oh, go ahead.
He said, "Damn, started at 9. We owe Clancy." Saturday nights, 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. We always start at 9. Thought it was 10 o'clock. Tuesday nights, 10 p.m. But I'm working. I'm listening now. Clancy, thank you so much for being in here. We appreciate it. You are the man.
I have to give a shout out, and he'll never see this because I'm sure he doesn't watch the show. But so my daughter brought her boyfriend over tonight, and I have to give the kid credit because we were talking about music, and I said, "Hey, I don't know if you've heard of this band." And he's like, "Yeah, dude, that's the band I'm making my daughter go see because he's going to see one of her bands." And I was like, "No, I really love this band." He's like, "No, that's the band I'm making her go see." So the band is DC Fontaines. They're an Irish band. And I was like, this kid might be fucking all right. And I was really happy to see it because you'll experience this in 10 years, but having your daughter date a guy and you're like, I don't know about you, but when he has something cool going for him, it's all right. And I have to give young Aiden a shout out. The young man is all right by me. He's got good taste in music.
Oh, that's a good thing.
We've talked a lot about a lot of bands, and I'm like, this kid's fucking all right. So, little positivity for the show.
Clancy, that's okay. A lot of us do. No problem. We're okay with that. And Addison's in the house. What's up, man? How you doing tonight?
Damn,
Rocking, rock on, jet up, smoking. Yep. I wish I could, but I'm in my mom's basement. Sorry about that. She don't mind if I go outside and partake.
Mike's
That's
trying
not
to
a
not
problem.
Get grounded.
Yeah, exactly. I don't want to get grounded.
Mike's probably gonna show up at the studio and grab him by the ear.
All right, let's finish out this intermission report real quick. My number one is the game that I can literally play over and over again. I received it when it came out. I believe it was Christmas of '85. I'm guessing on that. I received it, but I'll say Christmas '85. I received it again when they reissued it 2 years ago on Christmas from my wife when they released it as a Game & Watch. Do you remember the old Game & Watches?
Yeah.
Those little gold before Game Boy.
Sure.
Yeah, they re-released it, and it had 3 different games on it, including this one, and one that Maddie mentioned. My favorite game of all time, without a shadow of a doubt, is Legend of Zelda. The original Legend of Zelda.
100%. Yep. Huge claps. Love it. I was the Legend of Zelda expert among all of us in elementary and junior high. Like, I was the guy, if you couldn't figure some shit out, you called me. And as much as I would love to say I'm the guru, I had a buddy whose name is Kelly Snapka, who worked on many video games that we've all played. I'm not going to go into it, but he was the guy who taught me everything I knew. But I was like, no, there's a hidden room on the corner of the map. Go up there. No, I know you can gamble here. Go up. Like, yeah, Zelda is 100% amazing.
Just to let you know, guys, the Jets have 7 sacks tonight on the New York Giants. Another one by McGregor just now leading to I think it's the Giants are punting. It's 4th and 16. We're about to hit the 2-minute warning. We might even hit the 2-minute warning if there's a return on this punt. But a fair catch is called. 2:06 on the clock. Jets have the ball. Jets might pull this one out by the skin of their teeth. We will find out right after we come back from our intermission report and start taking your.
Let's all go to the lobby. Let's all go to the lobby. Let's all go to the lobby to get ourselves a treat.
Delicious things to eat.
The popcorn can't be beat.
And Maddie, just to let you know, we have a little bit of an excuse here. Are we going to let him get away with this? Matt says, I'm at a horror convention, can't come in tonight to talk.
Whatever, he's tossing kids.
Yeah, he's chucking kids all over the place. Wi-Fi at the hotel is
now just taking arms out of sockets.
Peasley down the field. Oh, he's out of bounds. Oh, beautiful catch. Peasley making a nice throw, but unfortunately, the receiver was out of bounds. Oh, wait. Now there's going to be some sort of argument. Let's see. Here's the replay, folks. Smith, 1 foot in, 2 feet in. That's a catch, folks. That is a catch. That is looking like a catch to me.
Wow.
One. Oh, I think, yes. I think that's a catch, folks. Here's another 1, 2. That's a catch. It's a catch. Yes, Sauce is right there to tell him. Lazard is right there to tell him.
Nice.
2 minutes left in the game. It's a 2-minute warning. Peasley just finally made a great throw. And the Jets, I believe, are in field goal range, which is great. Because, let's just win this game and get the hell out of here.
Cut, though.
Oh, yeah, no doubt. All right, ladies and gentlemen, let's start getting to some of these calls. Jake is waiting. I'm going to bring him in first. Let's see what he has to say. And once again, I'm doing this all. There he is. Jake, what's up, man? Are you there?
Oh, shit. What's up, guys?
Every time. It's like, oh, what?
No, I thought it was like the end of the game. Oh, no, I have like an emulator, so my game is like a minute behind. That's why.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I'm not making excuses for myself, but your favorite man.
Nice. Joining the drinking.
I know he likes the grape, though. I know.
I do like the grape better than the fruit punch. The fruit punch is Just a little not my spite,
Love this.
my speed.
You guys are my favorite show, by the way. I just want you to know that.
Wow, thanks, brother. Because
Dude, that means a lot.
like honestly, especially, and again, I'm not kissing your ass or anything, but I want you to know that you're obviously a very educated person. You know your takes. You're like Coolio. You're an educated fool with money on your mind. So I appreciate that you enjoy our show because it speaks volumes for our clientele, you know? So it means a lot. You're a smart dude. If there was some dumb fuck that just showed up on here and was like, yo, y'all be like, great Jets peeps, I'd be like, yeah, yay. But no, you're a solid dude, so
See,
appreciate it.
I thought Maddie, I thought you were going to say that Jake was such a good guy to come on because every time he comes on and talks to us, it's just a fantastic voyage.
It is a very fantastic voyage because he's just trying to find a place where he can live his life and eat his beans and rice.
Yep, he's rolling with the homies.
Jake
All
is
right,
like, fuck with, shut the
I do
fuck
like
up.
Coolio.
Yeah.
He's the man.
So okay, Jake, we got the Snoopy Bowl going on right now. We had our AFC West predictions. What's on your mind tonight?
Yeah, thoughts?
I mean, look, I know, Mike, you want to tell me I was wrong, but look, there's no injuries, man. I mean, besides Xavier Newman, like
That is the most important thing about any of this.
we're not going into. Yes, I got my hair trimmed. Thank you. Yeah,
Clancy, you heathen. Come on.
I just got a haircut today. I look fly. What can I say? You know, like my barber
like
does
it.
well. He's the man. But
Mine's a toupee.
you have a tip. I mean, look, on Tuesday I have my fantasy draft with all my high school friends. Like everybody
shit.
is about balls. It's like I'm a very. I mean, no, Maddie, you're a beautiful man. Don't get me wrong. I'm just saying, like, I'm one of the few people that has hair, so I'm very blessed by that.
Oh, I have hair. I shave mine. Like
I
believe
should-
me, when it gets cold,
There it is.
hold on.
Yeah, if you look, Maddie
Yeah, I
actually
did see
does
that.
have a good hairline.
I
Yeah.
was wrong. I was
It's just
wrong.
8,000 fucking degrees in Denver, and I can't live like this, man. We have no AC in my house, and so we've been working with a portable AC. So yeah, I cut mine. When it gets cold, I'm gonna grow it out and get some frosted tips and like full end sync it up.
Yeah, but the weather in Denver
there you
is
go.
so odd, though. Like, I remember I was there for my good friend's wedding. I remember it was like in October. It was like 70 degrees on a Friday. It was like beautiful. It was like a
Yeah.
fall day. It was like kind of like semi-summer. The next day, 20 degrees and snowing.
But see, that's October.
What's up
We're-
with that?
We're in
What
August,
is up with
September. Like basically from May to the end of September, it's very schizophrenic. Like you will get up and you'll be like, "Oh, it's nice outside. I don't need anything." And then you will drive to work. You're like, "Holy shit, it's hot in the car. I'll put my AC on." And then it'll rain in the afternoon, and then it'll get muggy at night, and you'll be like, "Holy fuck, it's 89 degrees, but the heat index is insane." And then come October is when you will start realizing, okay, I need my heater in the morning and my AC in the drive home. Like Denver is the most awful place ever. And like, for example, when I first came on this show, it was what we call the cold snap, which is where it is literally minus 20 in Denver for about 6 days. My pipes freeze and whatever. That's the first time, if you ever go back and watch our old shows, that was when I came on the show the first time. Denver is a fucked up, awful place. But when it is hot, it is miserable. Because the dry heat, everyone's like, oh, dry heats are great. No, they're fucking not. Because dry heats make you sweat. So my fucking nuts are a salt mine. All right, I got to step away for just 2 seconds. My daughter is heading home. But you guys talk for a minute. I'll be right back.
If she brings a boy
All
home,
right.
we get the shotgun ready, okay?
Dude, the kid's all right. He's got good musical taste. I
There we
like
go.
the guy. He
All right.
won me over.
Actually, the funny thing is, Jake, I was going to say this when Maddie was talking about meeting his daughter's boyfriend. I was going to say that my dad with my sisters used to, when a guy would come by to pick them up, he would bring them down into his basement where he's a hunter. So he has deer heads, bear rugs, this, that, and the other thing. And then he'd show them his gun collection. And he would show them just nonchalantly, this is my, 45, this is my 22 rifle, this is my blah, 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 blah. And then he would go, all right, now, can you have her back by 10:30? And of course, how are you going to argue with that, Like,
Wait,
I never had to deal with that.
Mike, give me a just for 1 second. Give me the quick tour of the liquors behind you. I want to know about this.
Oh, I don't even. A lot of the liquors are down below the bar, but back here is a bunch of glasses. You know how they have the glasses hanging at bars?
Yeah.
You know, they have them hanging upside down. There's that, and then it's a country western theme because my mom, even though she spent what just happened. Hold on 1 second. I think Zerline just missed another kick.
That's not good.
And he did. He just missed another kick. What the hell is going on here? Now, this is something I don't need to worry about that now I have to worry about. But yeah,
he'll be fine.
yeah, my mom for some reason just loves that country music, that country western motif. So she turned her whole basement into a country western bar. There's a big iron fireplace over there that heats it in the winter, which is really nice, like at Christmas time. Yeah.
Wait, where? This is in New Jersey, correct?
Yep. Morris County, New Jersey. We're about, I'd say, a 7-minute drive from One Jets Drive.
What town is that again?
Well, it's in Morris County, and I am in like the Hanover Township.
Hanover Township. Okay. No, that's like more north. That's more northern. It's not like Bergen. It's like north, correct? Or is that more like central?
Oh yeah. It's North Jersey.
Do you know Crystal Springs?
I do not.
No, because my cousin has a house in Crystal Springs. It's like the northwest version of next northwest portion of Jersey, and where everybody goes to the Jersey Shore or like the Hamptons, whatever. Like this is like the spot where everybody goes to that like doesn't want to deal with like all that bullshit of that area. So they get a lot of like people from New York City and New Jersey to go there, and they have like houses, they have like club memberships for golfing and swimming. So it's become like a very big thing in New Jersey. Like my cousin loves going there, and actually his business partner. I mean, I'm going to share this right now with you. My cousin's business partner, her husband is running for governor of New Jersey. So like it's a very, very big deal for them right now, and they actually have a lot of golf outings there. So that's going to hopefully be their big drive to get a lot of campaign dollars there also.
What are you talking about, Clancy? It's Union County, not North Jersey. No, Hanover Township is in Morris County, New Jersey, which is North Jersey. And you could see Lower Manhattan from my high school. Hanover Township includes East Hanover, Whippany, all of that area. Cedar Knolls. It's North Jersey, very clearly North Jersey. You could, like I said, you go to any high point. You go to any high point, and oh, okay. I don't know.
Isn't Cedar Knolls where Rogers lives? I think that's where he lives, right? Cedar Knolls?
Probably. It's a very rich area. Morris County, New Jersey is a very, very wealthy area. Even Warren County is a pretty wealthy area in certain points, which is the western county that touches PA. But like my dad lives in Chester, New Jersey, and that's like those houses are huge. So
yeah. One of my good patients, his family has a house in Alpine. I think it's Alpine, New Jersey, whatever it's called. Close to Alpine, whatever that is. Like, oh my God, what a beautiful community. Plus, my friend who's actually at the Jet game tonight. By the way, he actually is good friends with Hackett and White Cotton, like Aaron White Cotton, who's the defensive line coach. I believe that's the defensive line coach. But he actually got invited tonight to watch the game there tonight with his friends, and it's an awesome game. They said very nice people. He met CJ Mosley and all them. But yeah, he actually went golfing in Alpine and said it's an amazing golf course, like one of the best he's ever been to in his life.
Right now, I just want to. I guess did the Jets stop them? Because that definitely wasn't a first down. DeVito's going to the sidelines. 23 seconds left on the clock. 10-6 Jets. Yes, the Jets. It's over. Jets go undefeated in the preseason. I know that means a lot to you, Jake.
Yay. No injuries.
Hey man, it's a feel good. You're right. No injuries is the key thing, and that's awesome. But listen, now that Maddie's back, I can't pop myself out like I usually do. when I have to go to the bathroom, I'll pop myself off. I don't know how to do that on this, the way I'm working in my mom's basement here.
Quote Dumb and Dumber, just go, man. Just go.
So I'm not going to just go, man.
He's pouring another drink. That's his excuse right now. It's not. That's just like
no, I can do. I'll do that too. Maybe you'll see me in the background. I'll be a bartender. Here, you know what?
He's not hiding his alcoholism.
Here we go. I'm going to put it like that. So when I come back from the bathroom, you could see me make the drink. And you'll be able to hear the headphones. They're wireless, but I'll be right back. But I want Jake to do is defend to Maddie why the Broncos will not be in last place in the AFC West.
I want to hear this.
Yeah, that's what that's what I want to come back to. Well, by the way, welcome, Sean.
Oh, hey, Sean.
All right, I'll be right back.
You can hear me? Okay.
Oh, I can hear you.
Maddie. So is the boyfriend's cool? Is he a good guy?
Oh, dude, he's a solid dude, man. It was funny because we were talking and they were like, I had heard him and my daughter, my wife talking, and she's making him go to Green Day. And so he's like, yeah, but she's like, yeah, he's making me go to one of his bands. And so I didn't really think of anything of it. And we were talking at the dinner table because I did a shitload of grilling tonight. And I said, hey, man, I don't know if you ever heard of this band called Fontaines DC, but I'm a huge fan. He goes, that's the band I'm making her go see. And I was like, wait, what? And then it just became like a whole Step Brothers thing where it's like, did we just go best friends? Do you want to go do karate in the garage? And we started talking about music, and he was talking about the Strokes and all these other bands that I really like. And I was like, God damn, dude, I hope you're not a shithead because I like the same music you do. And we had a bullshit, and we really had a good time. And I'm like, fuck, man, I hate that I like this kid, but yeah, he's all right, man. He's got a pass. So I was like, I'm probably going to crash your little party at the Fontaines DC show because I'm going to go. I don't know what everybody else is going to do because my wife's like, well, I don't even know what bands you like. I'm like, well, most of the bands I like have broken up or, the lead singer has died. So I'm excited, man. He's a good dude. And more importantly, he treats my daughter really well. And they're probably moving forward. I mean, she's in her 20s. She's not a 12-year-old. So it's cool. But yeah, I was really stoked to be like, this kid has good taste in music. So I'm all right with it.
Can you guys hear me?
Oh, yeah, we can hear you.
I hear the ice.
All right, can you see me in the background?
Absolutely.
Okay. Say now, this is the official Midnight Mike drink. You have some vodka, you put in ice, and then a little bit more vodka. Oh, wait, not that one. There we go.
Anyways, all right. Tell me why Denver is not going to finish last in that division.
Let me be very honest. I mean, obviously, we know Zach Wilson's not going to be the quarterback, so we can actually get that out of the way.
Right. Yeah.
We thought that was going to be an afterthought eventually, but I'm going to be frank. The coach makes the difference to me. I think Sean Payton.
Really have that much faith in Payton?
Yes. Yeah. You know what? I mean, as much as I think Sean has made a very bad choice in quarterbacks, I just, you know what? I'm going to give Bo Nix his chance. I think that the offense, at least by the end of last year, I know it wasn't Bo Nix playing this year, but last year he got the offense on track and the defense with Vance Joseph, like I said before, in a better place. And I think that right now Antonio Pierce, his honeymoon situation is wearing off now. He now has Gardner Minshew, who I do like, but the fact is all us Jet fans probably want, Devontae Adams to want to come here, but the schedule, I mean, Maddie, you said you were going to research the schedule. You said, I'm going to go to work. I'm going to do the research. So
yeah, I lied. I just didn't have time. I forgot.
They play the Browns. They play the Chargers. They play a lot.
I think the Chargers will kick their ass both times.
They're in trouble. And I said before that they played the Panthers, I think week 2 or 3. They lose that game. Devontae Adams is probably going to raid like Mike's mom's bar and just pretty much just.
Wait. Are we talking about the Raiders or are we talking about the Broncos?
No, I'm saying you said I'm trying to justify why I think the Broncos are not going to be fourth.
Okay, all right.
It's because it's all interconnected because the fact is the Raiders are going to implode, like I said about the Cowboys.
I think the Raiders are going to start stronger than they should on paper because their schedule is pretty whack.
I disagree because the schedule is actually hard beside the Panthers.
I think they can handle themselves. I think they've got his
I think I honestly though I think the whole AFC West has a pretty tough schedule. If you look at some of the teams that they're stuck playing, and then everyone in the division has to play the Chiefs twice.
Yeah, that hurts. But that's the exact predicament the Jets were in for how many years, having to play the Patriots twice.
No, I agree with that.
So
I agree with that.
I will say the AFC West will be very entertaining to watch this year.
I do say that I'm looking at the Broncos schedule right now. They have to go to Seattle week 1, not because they can win that game, but they have to go to the West Coast. That's not.
They will.
Then they have to go to Tampa Bay. They have to go to the Jets on. I think that's a 1 o'clock game. I'm actually going to that game. I forgot about that. I'm going to that game. But after that, they have to play the Raiders, which will be interesting. Then they play the Chargers, and then they play the Saints. Then the Panthers. I mean, you know what? Yeah, look, I think that's why I'm saying I think the Broncos actually could do better than I think. They actually
I just don't, man. They have such a bad quarterback situation, and I don't hate Bo Nix. I just feel like he's hitting the ground running, and guess what? NFL stands for not for long, and he is really gonna have a hard time.
Let me say this real quick. I have some people waiting in the green room. I'm going to get to you guys in a second, but I do. Jake hey, look. I feel like it's a hot take to say Denver's not going to be in last place in this division. But I also, Jake, did you watch the Snoopy Bowl?
Yeah, I'm watching it right next to us.
Yeah, what'd you think? I mean, the first half was a little bit more, a little more meaty than the second half.
Well, I told my buddy who's watching in the commissioner's suite right now, I said, dude, Leonard Taylor looks decent. Like, I'm going to be frank. Like, Leonard Taylor.
Yeah.
I have no argument against that. He
was supposed to be a first, second round talent. A lot of people don't want to talk about that.
He looks competent.
We kept him, and I think he's going to get on the – he's not only going to make the team, but I think he's going to be in the same rotation with Solomon Thomas and all these guys, and I think he's actually going to make an impact on this team. I
don't think you're wrong. I think that it will be hard to argue when he fucks up. That, you know what I mean? Like, you're going to be like, oh, this guy doesn't know what he's doing. But he has shown enough to, I think, make the team. I agree with you.
Not only that, but I feel like there's got to be a place – I mean, McGregor had 3 or 4 sacks tonight out of the 7 or 8 that we had throughout the game, and that was really cool to see. But Leonard Taylor the third, he's definitely flew under the radar. The Jets got him, and I feel like we're lucky to have him, and I feel like he's going to be one of these guys making the team. Now, I also feel like Izzy has made a definite. Is he going to? But then who do you get rid of? I guess Isaiah Davis?
That's a good question, and I think the answer is yes, Isaiah Davis.
We're talking about getting rid of running backs. Is that what we're saying?
Yeah. Yeah, who's Izzy's spot going to go to? Because if you got Braylon Allen and you got Breece Hall at the top, you're going to how many running backs are you going to carry?
I think Davis is the guy you know.
I think I'm going to put Davis, but I think I'm going to put Izzy on practice squad. I do.
Do you really? Okay.
Yeah, like playing against. I know it's just like the I forgot what they call this game, but like this is the game where like they want to like the makeup game, whatever they call it, like the rehearsal show. Sorry, I'm a little drunk.
The dress
rehearsal show, but in fact, it's by the end of the game. I just think Izzy has kind of been on the chopping block for a while, and I think they're going to say, "Look, we it's like if this was Hard Knocks next week." Joe Douglas would sit him down and be like, dude, we love you. You've been fired. You've been the man.
Oh, Murph has a good point, though.
Well, yeah, that's what I'm saying. Daniel Murphy, we're not carrying a fullback this year, so maybe carry the 4 and just keep all of them.
Murph might be right. That's a good point. I didn't even think about that.
We only carried a fullback because we had the San Francisco offense when LaFleur was here. But outside of that, we're not really having that anymore. So Boden's spot's not guaranteed. So that's why it's going to be a whole different situation. But I think Izzy's going to probably be put on the practice squad. They didn't draft Isaiah Davis for the fact just to like put him there because they want to put him on kickoff returns. That was one of the main things based on the new kickoff return system that they want to put him on. So I think he's going to stay on, but he's not going to have like a true impact. It's going to be the Hall, Braylon Allen show. Like that's going to be the reality at this point. They just want
Oh, absolutely. Yes.
Agree.
And I want to say, Assist My Suicide, welcome back. Haven't seen you, I don't feel like, in a little while. And he says Izzy is getting a spot on another team. See, that's my fear. I don't want that to happen.
I think it's
I don't want that to
I
happen.
think it's preventable.
I'm just checking some of these comments. Welcome, everybody. I really appreciate it. A lot of you have came in now that obviously a lot of these guys who were live during the yes, it was 8. Daniel Murphy, thank you very much. I appreciate that. 8 sacks today from the Jets secondary defense. So that was awesome. And while you guys are in here, if you're new, usually I'm in my studio in Connecticut. Right now, I came for my nephew's birthday. I'm in New Jersey. I'm at my mom's bar here. And it is what it is. But hit the like button if you are in here. Make sure before you leave to hit that like button and subscribe if you're new. Go ahead, Jake. What else do you got?
You're in Connecticut? We're in Connecticut.
I'm literally in Middlesex County, right on the shore. So if you look at Connecticut and you go literally right to the center of the state, like right in the middle of the shoreline, that's where I am.
Okay. No, I went to grad school in Bridgeport, so like I'm not terribly.
Yeah, I'm not far from Bridgeport.
So what's your best? I mean, we have another topic for 1 second, but like, what's the best Connecticut pizza? Because I think it's the best.
There's not. Connecticut pizza sucks ass, and the only place to get good pizza is in North Jersey and in certain parts of New York City.
Seriously, really?
Yep, I hate Connecticut pizza.
Why?
And it's just a joke. It's not good. It's not Jersey pizza. I grew up in New Jersey, where literally I could go within 10 minutes of my house. I could go to 10 different pizza places that all have better pizza than anywhere in Connecticut, and Philadelphia for that matter. I lived in Philadelphia for 10 plus years, and I only found 2 acceptable pizza places, and one of them I had to stop going to because I got into a fight with the owner because he doesn't know what extra cheese on a pizza is.
You sound like my grandma. My grandma likes extra cheese on all her pies also. That's
hell yeah.
No, but dude, you're telling me Frank Pepe's is not good? Really?
Nope, don't like it.
Oh,
and that's the place that also cuts it all stupid. They don't even cut it in right slices. They just make random cuts. Like, get the hell out of here with that. Nope, I'm sorry. I can't. I know I'm a Connecticut resident now. I can't back Connecticut pizza.
Dude, I
can't do it.
They opened the Frank Pepe's like in Yonkers, New York, like not far where I grew up.
Hate is real.
It's phenomenal. It's so good.
No.
It's phenomenal.
I am such a little bitch when it comes to supporting
I'm not even
Jersey pizza.
I'm not even a Dave Portnoy fan. I think
I just like Coronet on the Upper West Side, man. It's right by my buddy's mom's house. Holy shit, that pie is so good.
Where is this?
110th and Broadway-ish, in the middle of the city. It's called Coronet. And when I went to visit my buddy, and we went and crashed his mom's house to go to the game at the Garden or whatever else, he's like, "Oh, let's go check this place out." And I said, "All right, let's go." Holy fuck, dude! I like literally every second I was in the city, if I was hungry, I was like, "Let's go get a slice. Let's go. Let's just go."
If you're in that area, you're talking about Patsy's Pizza, but I think Patsy's is pretty good also. Have you had that?
No, I have not had Patsy.
That's a classic. That's like you can have like 2 pies for yourself, and it's like you won't even be full. That's how like thin it is. That's how.
Oh man, I love. See, here's the thing. Like my whole family hates thin crust except me, because they're all from Idaho, Nebraska, Colorado. Like they don't understand thin crust. And eventually, I'm taking Kate and my daughters to the city for a game and whatever. And I'm going to be like, "Look, we're going here. We're going to eat here. And you're going to shut the fuck up and you're going to love it. Or I will bury you." Like, I just...
Let me say, wait, real quick. Let me say this. Becca comes in and says, "I'm from Northern New York. You mind if I stay? I'm a Jets fan." Listen, we don't kick people out.
Baby, you can stay if you were a Bills fan. You can stay because you're here.
Even trolls we accept on this show. Like, I don't block people.
No.
There's people in the chat who may block like Bills fans or Dolphins fans, but I won't. That's part of what I pride myself on. I don't send people to shadow realms or anything like that.
If you're a Jets
nothing like that,
this is the place for you.
There
you're
you go.
You're gonna have to put up with drunken rambling and nonsense, and let's be honest.
Oh, and by the way, that wasn't even a dig. By the way, I want to point out that was not a dig on Jake Asman. I will be talking to him hopefully before the season starts.
No, you guys are cool.
But he sends people to the shadow realm and stuff, and I'm going to give him shit for that because I don't think, no matter what people say, I don't think people should be blocked from voicing their opinion, no matter how ridiculous it is.
Many times, our show is kind of the punk rock Jet show. You can say shit that we don't like. You can say whatever you want. We're not going to block you. We may not highlight your quote, but if I wanted to live in a fucking echo chamber, I would do nothing but watch Fox News and listen to Ben Shapiro all day. I talk to people I don't agree with because you might have a point. I'm not always right, okay? I'm not the smartest motherfucker in the room, and I want to hear what you say. Now, Becca, obviously, you're a Jets fan, so we're probably going to agree on a lot of shit. But Mike and I have discussed this many times. I don't give a shit if we disagree. If you're cool and can have a discussion, I want to talk to you. Because I know what the fuck I think. I know what Jake thinks. Jake, I assume, and please correct me if I'm wrong, you're mostly on the same level as us. And, if you have a different point of view and don't have to come in here and scream shit at me and tell me what a terrible person I am 100% ready to listen to you because I want to learn. And it wouldn't be unheard of for me to change my mind when somebody who disagrees with me says, hey, this is what I think about it this way. And I'll be like, holy shit, dude, that's pretty cool too. I got to go to the top of the mountain. And I think that if more people thought that way, which, again, if I'm speaking for everybody, I don't mean to, but I think both of you guys are in the same boat. I'd rather learn than just have a bunch of yes men around me.
Yeah, well, I agree with that, but I also want to point out, Clancy says, it's different when you have 38,000 subscribers, Mike. No, it's not. It's not. I hate to tell you this. Look, I love Jake's show. I watch him and Green Bean more than anyone else. I very much love their takes. I love their intelligence. I love everything about their shows, but it is not different. You do not have to just pop people out or ban them from commenting or things like that. No. That to me is a weak way out. And I will confront Jake about it when I talk to him on my show. I promise you.
I like their comment if it's really fucked up or racist or whatever.
Yeah. Exactly.
You don't have to.
No. Well, that's where I draw a line. If you start threatening people or things like that, where you're threatening violence on people, if you start getting super racist, I'm not going to stand for that. That's different.
No,
that's different.
If you start quoting Mein Kampf, no, that's not what the show is about. But if you just literally,
it's not joking about that right now.
Well, I mean,
what?
Let's not joke about that right now. I'm a Jewish man. I just don't want to talk about that.
I'm very pro-Jewish. I'm okay.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Okay, let me say this, just so everyone understands where I'm at with this issue. I don't shave on Saturday or Sunday. I'm Catholic, and I respect the Jewish Sabbath. Just because I have too many Jewish friends, I love the Jewish religion. I am pro-Israel. I'm anti-Hamas, and I'm not saying that just because Jake is on here. That said, I will listen to your point of view, but I
disagree with that statement, Sean, but that's okay.
I am 100% pro-Israeli, pro-Jewish. The Jewish people have suffered far more than anybody should have, as far as I'm concerned. Again, if you hate this, by all means, send me shit on Twitter. I will happily discuss with you, but I will always be pro-Israel, pro-Jew, because I have too many friends that are Jewish. I've dated many Jewish girls when I was young and in the market, and I'm sorry, but going into a country and killing innocent civilians when there's no point to it during a ceasefire on a holiday, I'm sorry, but fuck you. fuck Hamas, fuck Palestine, and if you have a problem with that, and I'm sorry, Mike, if this gets you in trouble, but I will not stand for it. I will not.
I have no problem with anything you just said. The only problem I have is, will YouTube have a problem with what you just said? So
If
let's
they
hope that they
do,
don't
and
try
you
to
have
pull some
to-
shit.
If you have to ban me for it, I will take my ban. But
They're not going to ban you. They're going to ban the channel, Maddie.
Well, you might be able to make the argument that I won't have him on or whatever. All I'm saying
I
is,
want to hold on. I want to say this to Sean, who wrote in that Jake Asman only sends dumb fucks to the Shadow Realm. That's not even true. I've seen him ban people just for having dissenting opinions.
Correct.
So it's and once again, I love Jake. And this turned into two things. This comment section turned into two things.
I was at an event last week.
naming your it turned into naming your favorite pizza place, which I'm fine with, and then it also turned into people acting like I'm, for some reason, kind of attacking Jake Asman. I'm not. I fucking love Jake Asman,
no,
and
I've never seen you say anything negative about Jake.
No,
Asman.
yeah, exactly, and I can bring up the emails. Well, actually,
if I was being honest, I'm the biggest.
I'm bringing
Jake
the dude
Asman
on the
hater
show. But that's just because he made that one off the wall comment, and you stick to it.
Dude. I'm just bitter.
Yeah.
Go ahead, Jake.
Sean just expressed his political opinion on this chat, so I'm not going to get into this right now. So that's all that matters. But anyway,
all I will say is this: again, you can disagree with people, you can have a discussion, but if you can't have a discussion, fuck right off. Like, honestly, we all talk a bunch of shit living in America, where we have first world problems. I know what's right and wrong. The rest of the world may not. But it is what it is. I think we should move on from this. Hopefully, to one, not erase like 400 views from the fucking channel, but two,
which happens sometimes if I say the wrong names. I will magically have views disappear.
I believe that the three of us are on the same agreement, but I will say this just so no one has any confusion: I am pro-Israel, pro-Jewish people. And I will not stand for any of this anti-American, anti-Jewish bullshit, because if you hate Israel, you probably hate America, and I will not align with that. I'm not going to say anything derogatory about the other side, but I think we should move on just in the interest of not alienating people.
Bring them home. That's all I'm going to say.
100%. Yes.
Becca comes in, says, "Where's the Jets fan? I'm cautiously optimistic. Hopefully Aaron Rodgers 4 plays in doesn't blow his ACL again." Look, as much as the Jets
say that out loud. What's wrong with you?
No. Look, this is how I look at it, Becca. The Jets are a cursed franchise. They always have been and always whatever. But they're not, I don't think they're cursed enough where the same problem will go down 2 seasons in a row. I think we're good. I think we're going to have a great season with Aaron Rodgers. And like I said on Tommy Jet's show, I've been a Jets fan for 40 plus years, and only 5 of those seasons were decent seasons where we had a real shot. This is going to be one of those seasons. I want all the Jets fans to enjoy this season. And hit the like button, guys. Hit that like button. It really does help out. We're going a little late tonight. Jake, do you have any final words? I've had a few people waiting in the green room for a long time.
They probably hate me right now for this. I'm just saying that.
No, I don't think so.
No, you guys. No, Maddie, I thank you for what you were saying earlier. I just, look, I'm also somebody that believes that. Look, I'm going to say my political point real quick. I don't like the destruction in Gaza. I don't like people dying. I don't like any of this right now. We should have a 2-state solution. I think Netanyahu's a fucking criminal. I'm gonna say that real quick. Outside of that, I want peace. I want everyone home. You
are far nicer than I am about this.
I'm sorry?
I said you're far nicer than I am about it, actually.
No, I'm a very frank person, and I'm met a lot of people who believe a lot of different opinions. I just want peace. I want humility. I want this. I want everybody home, like just happened with the Russian prisoners. I just want everybody home. That's it. I just want everyone to have peace, humility. That's all I want. And regarding for the conclusion tonight is that the Jets have everybody healthy going to this. I don't know what Xavier Newman's injury is. Was that a bad injury, by the way?
It seemed like it was okay. I think it was a precautionary pulling him off the field.
Okay.
That was the vibe I got, but they haven't commented on it officially.
Besides that injury, they're going to the game. They're going to go into 2 weeks. They'll be ready to go. They've had Mike,
Yeah,
I'm
they're
gonna tell
gonna
you,
be
they've
super
had
healthy.
enough scrimmage time. They have enough preparation. They're not going to be rusty. Maybe Aaron will be rusty because everyone watches the first game for the last couple of years where he's been like not great, but I believe he has a fire in his belly to make sure he's coming in and like he's gonna.
I agree with that. I
He's
don't
gonna
think
unleash.
Aaron Rodgers has ever been more amped up for a
He's
season
gonna.
opener.
It's like Gladiator, unleash hell. He's going to
Yes.
unleash hell week 1, and I believe that the offensive line. I mean, praying to God that Tyron Smith doesn't get hurt week 1. I'm hoping his injury doesn't happen until week.
I think
5
we're
or so.
going to be very lucky with him.
Lucky.
Let's hope so, right?
We're hoping. I
Right.
mean, look, I know, but I'm just saying, like, we inevitably he probably could get hurt. But the fact is, by week 1, I believe this team has got their act together and they're going to perform. And we'll talk about this in the next one.
Oh yeah, for sure.
9-10 days.
Awesome.
We're definitely gonna have a lot to talk about. I want to shift the conversation to a.
Hold on, wait. I have to hold on. I have to let Jake go because we have people waiting.
Okay.
But thank you, Jake. I appreciate
Thanks, buddy.
You guys are the best. All right,
You're the man, dude.
All right.
Thank you.
Thanks, brother. I do want to bring up. We talked about it on Jets Uncovered, and I hope you guys are all listening to this. But the ass slapping in the NFL. Let's address it because I want to make.
Okay, I will address that. I want to point out, Sean, I don't think anybody has TDS in here. At least I know I don't. I'm 100% with you, but I can't mention that name on this show because when I mention the name, we get views. Literally, I'll see my video have, let's say, 250 views or 270 views.
201.
And then all of a sudden the next day, I'm like, wait, where did all those views go? And it's only on shows where I mention Mr. T.
I
pity the fool.
STD syndrome because I love people who are unclean.
And it looks like Scott's with you. We're with you, man. We're with you.
Yeah,
and I see cousin Kenny in there. I see a lot of you guys. Guys, thank you so much. If you guys can hit some gifted memberships, hit some super chats to end out this night. I mean, we'll stick on for a little while longer. And I have some
hanging out for a bit.
Yeah, and we have people waiting, so we're going to start bringing them in. Hold on one second. I'm working on it, man. Like I said, I'm working on a whole new thing. Okay, John is up next. Let's bring John in. John, how you doing tonight?
Hey, look at that dag.
Oh, nice.
Look at that handsome puppy. That's a happy dag. Look at that happy dag.
Hey, Mike, what are you drinking?
I am drinking vodka with some ice with some more vodka.
Grow up, man. Start drinking whiskey.
Oh, nice. No, I drank whiskey most of my life. I'm a big Jameson and Tullamore Dew guy.
Nice.
Yeah, big fan of those. But the brown liquors, like I'm already have too much weight on me, and the brown liquors have way more, from what I've read, way more sugars and stuff.
Do it, John. Take it down.
Cheers.
Look at this man. He is a man's man.
So
far too masculine for me.
So 3-0 preseason, solid. One little issue I am concerned about. We've taken hits to the pass rush. We don't have Reddick, and all we have is JJ, who's going to step it up and be our number 2 and 3 edge rushers behind him. Thomas is good for a series or two, but he's never lived up to his potential. And without the pass rush getting to the quarterback, secondary is going to actually have to be a little bit better because last year, a lot of the Jets' turnovers in the secondary came from when the quarterback was under pressure. I haven't really seen a lot of people discussing that. What do you guys think?
Well, one, I think our Jets secondary is strong.
It is strong, but can it be as good as last year without the pressure that the defensive line is putting up?
I don't think it's as bad as you're implying. I agree that it's lesser than, but I don't think it's panic button level. Worry about kiss him, yeah, good boy. I think that our secondary is still not going to have to work as hard as in years past when our defense is on the field for 48 fucking minutes a game. I think it'll be okay. That said, I would like to see a little better. I would like to see, again, let's be honest. We would all like to see Hassan Reddick show up and do his job.
Yeah,
agreed.
I would.
That said, I don't think we're in danger.
No, not yet. I'm not saying that, but
I think that it's going to be a little bit more where the Jets secondary, excuse me, kind of has to earn their paychecks a little more. But again, if Will McDonald, who has looked great this preseason, shows up and shows that he's ready for prime time, I think we're going to be okay.
I'm still not sold on Will McDonald. But I mean, he looked good in preseason, but you know what they say about preseason? It means nothing.
Right? Yeah. No, I get you.
But I'm going to go ahead and agree with Maddie. I think Will McDonald is going to be a great edge rusher. With between him, Jermaine Johnson, and then and Sean says it here. Something I was about to say. I think Hassan will cave too. I think he what is he going to do? Sit out. What is he going to do? Sit out the entire season taking fines while not making money because he's not playing? If he doesn't play, he doesn't make money. He has no guaranteed money.
I get that, but you got to remember, people are petty.
Jets another year.
People are petty over dumb shit, so you can't put it past him. I don't think he'll be that stupid, but you can't put it past someone.
But I will say, I feel like Will McDonald is looking at this going, I have the golden ticket.
He does.
I'm a guy who should be here, who is an amazing player, and I have the chance to rip that from him. And while he may not get the 9 or 10 sacks Reddick would get a year, if he gets 6 or 7,
it'll be a huge upgrade from what he did last year.
I cannot be upset by that, and I think that this is going to motivate him, and I certainly hope it does. But I agree with you. We'd all prefer Hassan Reddick just get off his fucking ass and come play ball. But
exactly.
That's
Jason. They did that last year, buddy. You're behind. We did that last year. We got that. We got that off our backs last season, and we also got our
dude. Serious?
Yeah. Well, we also got the Eagles. Look. People sit here and act like last season.
Saturday night.
I was at that game.
People act like last season was a wasted season. It was not. We got the Eagles thing off our back. We got the Patriots thing off our back. We can go into this season not worried about, we haven't beat the Patriots in 14, 15 games, things like that. That's off our back, man. We're going to go in and we are going to trounce the Patriots. So that's what it is in 2 games.
I hope so. I hope we're talking like just blowouts, just get some revenge.
I think so. I mean, honestly, I think the Patriots are in such a shambles right now that, it's going down, man. I mean, fuck, dude. We're going to go in there and just stomp their asses like.
I just need to see the Jets beat the Patriots live. I need to see that now because I'm like, what is it, like 0-6?
Are you a season ticket holder or no?
Not this year. I had to put some stuff on hold, especially because of this whole thing. So,
shit. Okay.
I had to put them on the back burner for this year. I got more important things to worry about, like a new house, a new car. So next year I'll get them backed up.
No, that's cool. The way you spoke, I figured I was like, this dude goes to a lot of games.
Who is this Jason character coming in tonight? I guess, is he a Patriot fan? What is this guy a fan? The Jets must really stink if the Jets can't beat them. We beat them last season. Final game of the year. I wasn't rooting to tank for a better
I don't think
draft spot.
Fan was. But
no, I mean, I just want to see how they look against San Fran week 1. It's going to be a real good test.
That is going to be a very interesting game. And what's weird is the longer the preseason has gone on, this game is going to be way more interesting for a lot of different reasons.
I just don't want a repeat of 2020 Jets and San Fran because I think we all remember how that one turned out.
Yeah, not too good.
Everyone got fucking injured. Everybody.
Honestly, though, even if the Jets lose this game in San Fran, which I'm starting to think more and more that they might not. Even if they were to, I would not be super mad.
Let's put it this way: if they go out there, play their best, and they put them a good game and they lose, I'll be happy.
Right,
Please, for the love of God, not go out there and just look like you rolled onto the field without caring in the world. Because obviously, I can't do these last 3 years of Jets offense again this year. It's been miserable, absolutely fucking miserable.
Shit, I can't do the last 13 years of the Jets offense, man.
Actually, give me 2015 and I'll be happy because
all right, I'll give you that one. John, you know your shit, dude. I like you. This is your first time calling in, right?
No. He's been in here.
Well, I drink a lot. But either way, you clearly.
Real quick. I have to play the Jets chant because Joe gave it 99 cents. 99 cents from channel member Joe, a buddy of mine. Thank you, Joe. I appreciate it. I kind of wish you would have. I don't know. Do you have to do $1.99 to $2 to get a comment in there? I think you might have to. I'm not.
John, where do you live? What part
I know the more money you give, the longer you can write. But
Yeah.
so nice feet shot. We anyone who's into feet, we just got a nice nice little shot there.
Dudes are pausing that and jacking off. John,
But,
where are
what'd
you
you say,
at?
Maddie?
Like location wise, where are you at?
I'm in Windsor Locks, Connecticut. I'm right by Bradley International Airport. Mike probably knows where that is.
Dude, Bradley is my favorite airport of all time.
Dude, I'm so used to living there, I don't even hear the planes anymore.
It is the easiest fucking place to go in and out of. When I was back in Hartford,
Oh yeah,
in February, I like my buddy dropped me out at Bradley, and I was like, all right, so, and they're like, I was like, do I need to take my shoes off? Do you need to see my dick? Whatever. They were like, just put your backpack on the fucking belt and go, asshole. I was like,
pretty much. You should see it now. They renovated it. It looks totally different than what you probably remember.
Well, last time I was there was February, and it was still cool. But
okay,
like honestly, I'm a New Yorker, but I'm a Connecticut guy. Like, if I didn't have a wife and children, I 100% would just move to Connecticut. I would live in Hartford in my buddy's basement with him, and be happy. Like, I fucking love.
Well, you said you live in Hartford. I don't think you'd be happy. Nothing's good in Hartford except for that baseball stadium, and you only go there for the leave immediately.
There's a great bar there, and
which
for
one?
6 weeks. I forget what it's called.
If you say Russian Lady, I know my buddy owns it.
No, but I do know the Russian Lady.
My buddy owns that place.
It's called. Shit, what the fuck is it called?
There's a lot of.
Well, while you're thinking about that, I saw a message from Clancy, and I didn't know what he was saying. And Jason H says in Boston, they are saying that one of the 3 possible wins will be Jets at home. Let me explain something to you real quick, Jason. Here's the problem that people in Boston have. They still think that Patriots logo instills fear in people, but the rest of the league has caught on, and the Patriots are literally a joke franchise at this point. Yeah. They're not winning games. They're not beating the Jets. They're not beating the Dolphins. They're not beating the Bills. So hey, you are welcome to be here. You are welcome to write dumb comments like this.
Like they were married to him.
Oh yeah.
But this is what Clancy wrote back to him. It's because in Boston they're still all drunk all the time. Look, it's as simple as this. The Patriots, you guys aren't used to being the Jets. You're not used to being the Cardinals. You're not used to being the Detroit Lions. You're not used to being all these teams that lose all the time because most of you weren't alive. Well, yeah, the Browns. When I was younger, the Patriots were a fucking joke in the 80s. You know, they had a few good seasons. Yeah, the Patriots, until Drew Bledsoe caught his, caught his wave or whatever.
In '96, all of us were like, "What?"
Yeah, it's you guys. Hey, it happens to everybody, and you guys are now the ones taking it. So that's what it is.
Oh yeah, it's good to see too, because growing up in that shit was the most annoying thing ever. You're growing up right in the heart of New England. Everybody's like, "Oh, Patriots, your team fucking blows."
It was worse. Honestly, it was worse for somebody my age who remembered the Patriots sucked. There were no Patriot fans until 2001, and then all of a sudden, like everybody came out of the fucking woodwork, like The Last of Us with the fungus. And
good analogy.
They were just all over the place, and now all of a sudden, it's like you're watching it recede. It's like watching the movie Alien in reverse, where everything is going back into the wall.
Yep.
Like,
I mean, I want the Chiefs too. We're gonna watch the Chiefs.
I want to say this, guys. We have our Dolphins fans. Scott Black. He knows how to fuck with us. We'll fuck back. Fuck with them back. YouTube user, another Dolphins fan. I think Jason H is starting to come on. I think he's obviously a Patriots fan, and I want to tell you, Jason, no matter how much we call you an idiot and tell you how your ideas are fucking stupid, we respect you for coming on to a Jets podcast. We will 100% go back and forth with you. You're welcome to call in at any time. We've had Dolphins fans call in. We'll go back and forth. And that's just how we roll on this show. So you're always welcome. Just want to let you know.
Yeah, you were talking about creators who will censor people because they don't agree with what you're saying. Matt O'Leary won't let me say a word on his show because I told him Zach Wilson was fucking terrible when they drafted him, and he hasn't let me say a word on his channel in 3 years. So I just go on there and mock him all the time. I think he does Matt even take calls? I thought he just did those where you call in and he does the answering machine messages, right? Oh, I can't even type on his thing anymore. So he's blocked me because I just don't agree with the takes.
I'm sorry, and I know
he's such a homer. He can't see anything negative about the team. Like, at least you guys can say, no, this is bad. They should try to fix that.
Right.
That dude is just like, I can't stand homers. They're the fucking worst.
Well, that's the problem I have, especially because I don't know if you know this, John, but I live in Denver.
Yep, I do know that.
So, like, I will tell people, like, for years I was like, the Jets are fucking dog shit. I'm not happy about it, but they're still my team.
Exactly.
And locals would be like, bro, you're such a bandwagon fan. I'm like, bitch, I'm still wearing a hoodie. Like, I'm still rooting for my team. I'm
Right.
just real enough to know that my team is not good right now.
Right. I'm at that
And-
point right now. Looks good. Now I got to see it.
Yeah,
I gotta
like,
see
and
it now.
I just hate people that are so fucking dumb that they can't see the forest for the trees, where they're like, look, we don't have a starting quarterback. You know, like that's always my big joke with the Broncos fans, is that every year they think they're going to win the Super Bowl, but they don't know what their starting quarterback is.
Well, as long as it's a tall white QB, that's all they think ever since Peyton Manning was there.
But yeah, so it's just funny, you know, and whatever. But like I say, I love our opposing fans. I do. Because
Well, Scott comes in right now. He says, and he's talking about Patriots fans. Their fans will front run to another team soon. Let me explain this. I've been with my wife for 17 years, okay? And in those 17 years, I have traveled back and forth to New England 100 times. Now I live in technically New England. I will tell you this, as a fan of another team, the Patriots jerseys, hats, T-shirts, flags outside of houses have disappeared in the past 2 or 3 years. So,
okay, this would be a fun poll to put on Twitter. Who will Patriots fans be abandoning ship for?
Chiefs. They already have.
Originally it was the Bucks.
I honestly,
Yeah.
Well, yeah, but that's fair. Honestly, like, their Messiah went there. I think Patriots fans are going to suddenly become weird Chicago fans.
Fuck Chicago, man. Caleb Williams blows. Those from a doomsday, both overrated.
And I don't know if it'll work out for them, but I feel like that's where they're going to go.
Mark my words. Caleb Williams, Roma Tuesday, the most overrated quarterback, wide receiver in the draft.
Oh, I agree with Caleb. I think Rome could be good, but I think Caleb Williams. No, I'm not on that train.
He played in the weak ass Pac-12, where the philosophy for defense is none is perfect. And because, come on, man, no one plays defense in the Pac-12.
Wrong, but I do think there is a small chance that he pulls some weird shit out and actually performs. I'm not a Caleb fan, but from what I've seen in the preseason, I've only seen highlights. I've only seen the good. But what I've seen, I've been like, okay, all right, dude.
Well, most of that was Caleb Williams playing against backups too.
Maybe so, but
so
what I've seen so far, again, I'm not sold on the guy, but I don't hate the guy.
I just think
I want to say,
I just think the Bears.
Becca came in. Becca came in. She said, as long as the Jets don't turn into Cowboys fans, where they say this is our year every year and always let their fans down. Becca, let me explain something to you. And a lot of people, hold on. A lot of people on this channel have heard me say this before. So for those of you on this channel, and by the way, Becca and Jason and all you new people, please hit that subscribe button, hit a thumbs up. You guys are always welcome here. But Becca, this is what I've always said. If aliens came down to Earth, and they met a dolphin, they met a fucking dolphin fan, they would think, dude, they would think that the Dolphins were the Chiefs. They would think that the Dolphins were the Patriots of the 90s and 2000s, because Dolphins fucking fans, yeah, they act as if they won a playoff game since the Twin Towers fell. They haven't. Whereas if that same alien came down and talked to a Jets fan, they would think that the Jets were in a relegated league, like in European soccer, that still lost and were
Zimbabwe.
Yeah, the Jets fans are the most real fans on planet Earth, and most of us will be pessimistic before we'll ever be optimistic.
I have to say,
40 years.
This is my favorite.
The realest fans I've ever met are actually Browns fans. I'm talking like I know dudes in their 40s and 50s who are Browns fans, and they're just like we are. I would say even a little
Browns
more.
And Lions, Jets, Browns, Lions. Those are the most diehard fans in the world.
I'm calling the Lions to come back to reality this year. I'm calling it down here for the Lions. I think last year they got a couple lucky breaks here and there. I don't see it happening this year for them.
I still think they win their division. Their division just.
I can't bet against the Packers.
But I will say this: can we all agree?
It's going to be close.
Fans, I don't root against the Lions or the Browns.
No, there's no reason to.
No. Well, unless they're playing the Jets.
I mean, they've never won shit. At least we can say we have a Lombardi trophy. I mean, it may be 55 years old, but we got it.
But I mean, shit, dude. I had a Barry Sanders fucking jersey when I was a kid.
Well, Barry Sanders is the GOAT of running backs. I don't blame you.
100%. But
Yep.
I would say that, like, in the Illuminati of misery, it goes like Jets, Browns, Lions.
Cardinals.
Okay, we could let the Cardinals in, but that's it. Like, that's the end.
Dude, I hate to admit this because I love being such a miserable fan, but I'm gonna have to give the Browns it over us. They haven't won a Super Bowl.
No,
No,
100%.
no, you're not
I
wrong.
agree.
You're not
I
wrong.
agree. No argument. I'm just
The
saying.
Browns last year were my dark horse. If they were healthy, they had a real chance at it.
Of everything sucks, the Browns probably lead. But if we all just came up with the fucking League of Doom, it would be Browns, Cardinals, Jets, Lions.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Those four franchises are just miserable.
Like
Actually, you could add in one more realistically, maybe even two with the Chargers and the Falcons, because those fuckers they just choke a lot. So
yeah, I can't because they seem to have had the potential and just fucking blew it.
Yeah, especially the Chargers.
Now it does seem like Jason H. He said earlier that he is rooting for the Jets, and he says yes, no one showed up for their practice. He's talking about the Patriots or preseason games. It's bad in Foxborough. Yeah, man, I'm telling you, New England fans are fair weather fans. They like the Patriots when they're winning. Jets fans ain't like that. We are always losing. So
that's all New England. I'm a huge Red Sox fan, Bruins and Celtics, and that's how it is. If the teams aren't winning, people don't care.
Yeah.
Yep.
Well, when I was in Hartford, man, I was amazed at I'd go to stores and it was so much Boston shit and almost no New York shit. And I was like, wow, really? But
yeah, for real. Like if you want,
that's the area.
Matt will attest to this. If you want New York shit, go to Southern Connecticut.
Oh yeah, no, like when I bought New York shit, I just went to Madison Square.
I want to. My cousin Kenny, channel member, coming in here says, "Yep."
Yeah.
And here in Connecticut, before the Golden Boy Tom Brady took over, very few people rooted for them. Most people rooted for Jets, Giants, Cowboys, Vikings, etc.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Eagles too. Lots of Eagles fans.
A lot of Eagles fans. Yeah, you're not wrong, dude. It's weird.
Dude, I was just a kid, but I remember that. Like I remember when Brady came onto the scene. I remember New England was a fucking joke prior to that.
Well, people talk about how the Cowboys have fans everywhere. I have seen way more Eagles fans all over the country.
Well, if you want to talk about the biggest fan base in the U.S., it's Pittsburgh, hands down. They travel everywhere. Pittsburgh just takes over.
Yeah, okay, that's fair.
They just take over places. That's crazy. But I mean, when you've been
I do find it crazy how many people have jumped on the fucking Kansas City Chiefs bandwagon, because when literally growing up, I knew zero Chiefs fans until I got to. I was right out of high school, and I met and a buddy of mine, actually Joe O, who is in here, and he comments and super chats. One of his best friends from the school they went to a private high school. His name is Justin. He actually his family lives right down the road from where I am right now. He was the only guy who was a Kansas City Chiefs fan in the late 90s, early 2000s that I knew of in this entire North Jersey area. And he kept telling me, well, I like him because I liked Joe Montana. And literally, when I started liking football, I got into Joe Montana, and he was immediately traded to the Chiefs. And he is the only Chiefs fan that I know, not from Kansas City. I have family out in Missouri, and that they can like the Chiefs. That's fine. But this guy, Justin, is literally the only person I know. And now I see Chiefs shit all the time. I see hats.
You got me beat,
and I was like, who the fuck are you?
Right. Like my buddy's wife, she is a Chiefs fan. I found that out last night because we're getting ready for the season. And she's like, I'm a Chiefs fan. I'm like, okay, Mahomes. And she goes, no. She goes, I got into them. She goes, I thought Alex Smith was cute when he played for San Fran. And then he literally got traded to KC. So she followed him there. And she got super into the game because the Chiefs needed to beat the Broncos so the Steelers could get into the playoffs because her husband's a Steelers fan. And she goes, I'm a Chiefs fan. And then Mahomes showed up 2 years later. So she got on the bandwagon right before it became a thing.
I caught a bunch of shit as a kid because I literally said, Steve DeBerg is a solid QB. He's not flashy, but he's a good quarterback.
He put up numbers. That's it.
And everybody got mad at me. And I was like, I'm sorry, I'm not a Chiefs fan, but
he was a good player. He was a good quarterback.
Steve DeBerg was a solid QB. And again, not a Chiefs fan. Haven't met a single Chiefs fan until I met Heidi Gardner, who, I'll give her due. She is from there. She is a Chiefs fan. Lovely woman. really nice to fucking bullshit with.
Want to point out Ricky comes in, says this is his prediction here: AFC champ Jets over Cincinnati, NFC champ Philly over Detroit. I mean
I
don't have a problem with that.
I don't see Detroit make it back to the NFC title game.
I do. I think
First round and goodbye.
I think
Wild card
Detroit
and goodbye.
is just gritty enough to get there again. Next year,
I also think it could be Jets over Baltimore. That's also a possibility.
That's also
I'm saying it right now. Do not sleep on Pittsburgh, man. Do not sleep on them.
I'm not, look. I think Pittsburgh could do surprisingly well, but I don't picture them making it to like an AFC championship.
They got the defense for it, and if they finally just get over a fascination with Russell Wilson and let Fields actually play his game behind a good offensive line, he can surprise some people.
Again,
this is a good question that we can all answer. Jason says, "How does a New York fan choose the Jets over the Giants as a kid?"
My dad was a Sack Exchange fan.
Parents.
Wait, your dad was what?
A fan of the Sack Exchange.
Okay. Well,
it just happened.
Parents thing. 100%.
Yeah. So what happened with me is that growing up, my dad, his best friend, who I call Uncle Steve, he had season. Yeah, he had tickets. He had season tickets to the Jets at the top of Giants Stadium in the bowl, right under, I believe it was the Bud sign. And we used to go to three. Yeah, we used to go to 3 games at least a year, and that's how I became a Jets fan. And I was always a loyal person. And also, look, I would hate to be Maddie and be a Jets and a Mets fan. Luckily, when I was young, I was able. The first baseball games I went to were Yankee games, so the Yankees and the Devils they basically kept me from putting a gun in my mouth. Because if I was a Jets fan and a fucking Mets fan and a Islanders fan or the Rangers hit it in '94, but yeah, I am. Thank God I was able to see the Yankees and the Devils win.
Straight up Limp Bizkit fucking Nookie poster.
Yes.
Okay, just making sure.
Is it the cover of Significant Other?
It sure is.
I got that when I was like 9.
And we can totally be friends because of it.
Yeah, I got that when I was like 9. I was trying to find the pictures of me with Joe Namath in Winston Hill from when I was a kid. But I guess
that's cool.
Yep. I've known Joe Namath since I was like 7 years old.
Get him on my show.
I don't know if I can pull that one off, but
I was the same boat with Wayne Gretzky. Oh, yeah. No, I'm friends with Gretzky's niece. And it's hilarious because when I'm with her, Wayne's always like, "Oh, hey, Matt, what's up?" But like, if I weren't around, like if she were gone, I'm sure he'd be like, "Who the fuck are you?"
So I went to college with Matt Stafford's cousin. She was pretty cool. Scary thing is she looked just like him.
You hit it. Don't lie.
No, I did not. She was kind of a bitch.
You totally pounded that.
Nope. That is one I will say I did not do.
Well, then you missed out, sir.
Jason, I don't know if you're speaking of those few times that they were arguing during training camp. Dude, Rodgers and Wilson are on the same page. They have talked about it several times.
100%.
They are locked in, and Rodgers and Wilson are going to break Jets records this year. Not that it's that hard. Not that it's that hard, but I think Rodgers this year becomes probably the Jets' all-time leading passer in a season, and Wilson will probably break the receiving record, which I believe is still Maynard.
I agree.
I
so 100%. Like they talk and they get animated, but it's clear that they're not angry with each other. They're ready to go. They're ready to do things.
Now we will eventually get to the AFC North in next Saturday's show, our predictions. But Sean comes in and says Pittsburgh will be a 9-8 team. And what do you think about that? What do you think about that, John? You said, do you think Pittsburgh's a sleeper? Will it be 9-8 or will it be better?
I can see them pulling double digits out of their ass. It's what they do. It's just kind of what they do. I've watched them enough.
That is a bold statement, but I'm not mad at you for saying it. I like that you took.
They have a good set of wide receivers, an excellent young tight end, a good two-headed system at the running back, a solid offensive line, and I think with Fields they can actually open up more play action, and get the receivers involved. Because I mean, you're running fucking Mitch Trubisky and Kenny Pickett. You have no chance to run any type of play action whatsoever.
Oh, Run DMV, what's up, buddy?
Yeah, Dark Soldier coming in. Yo, sup all, just saying hello and leaving a like. Thank you so much, guys. Anyone in here, please hit the like button. It's free. Subscribe if you're new. I got your stickers, Mike. Thanks for the kind words in the letter. Absolutely, man. I really appreciate anyone who, if you guys want to get a Midnight Mike Show sticker, I don't have them with me right now. They're in my studio. But if you send let's see here. If you send let's see,
Nudes.
Where is it?
And nudes.
Yeah. If you send nudes, you're getting stickers. But
Sure.
if you send me an email at midnightmikeshow@gmail.com and just say, hey, I want stickers, and you send me your address, your work address, a P.O. box, something to that effect, I will send you out the 2 Midnight Mike Show stickers, one of which is the logo to Maddie's left in the top right. If you're looking at the screen, the top right corner of the screen, there.
If you're lucky,
I got those.
Cool.
Yep, and if you're lucky, before they run out, my Midnight Mike Show mid-century modern holographic logo that I use on pop-up streams. That is where you go. And once again, guys, I'm branded across everything the same. So it's Midnight Mike Show, MIDNIT Mike Show @gmail.com. But you can also do it there. Twitter, Instagram, Letterboxd. Check it all out.
Since you guys are doing the top 10, since you guys are doing top 5 horror slashers next week, check your stuff on Instagram. I'm going to send you the stuff that nearly got me arrested for when I was walking around dressed like it.
I am 100%, and I think I've seen that from you already. But yeah,
did I send that to you?
I think.
You sent in a thing that said you got in trouble for dressing as like Jason, or whatever.
Yeah, I must have seen something else that's similar. But if not,
I'll send them to you. You guys can show them next week. Be like, holy shit, try to beat this guy.
Yeah, no, that shit cracks me up, dude. All
right, I'm gonna get off. But one more thing, Mike, you were talking about going to Yankee games back in the day. You ever been to a Sox Yankees game?
No, when I was later in life. But I think my first ever Yankee game in Yankee Stadium was 1986 against the Baltimore Orioles. I'd have to look at my program, but I think that was my first game. It was the Orioles.
My first 15 games I ever went to, the Red Sox won them all at Fenway Park.
Oh man.
Yep, and 4 of them were on Patriots Day. Too.
Yeah, I'm not going to Fenway Park.
I'll tell you what, though, the best thing I've ever actually seen was Derek Jeter hitting a 2-run homer off Rich Garces on Patriots Day, and that was when Pedro and Pettit were going at it on the mound. It was a hell of a day. Sox walked
nice.
It was awesome.
That is awesome. I appreciate you being in here, John. I really do appreciate it, and thank you so much. You're welcome anytime, of course, and we hope to see you again.
Well, hey, with the shoulder injury, I'll probably be at the home opener for the Yard Goats playoffs, so I'll probably be there for that.
Attaboy.
Hey, wait. You're going to be at the first Yard Goat playoff game?
Depending on how the soldier goes, yeah. Most likely.
Dude, I already have my tickets.
Oh, yeah, I'm just going to scalp them. Or I'm just going to SeatGeek.
Awesome. But I will be in that stadium. I'll be wearing my Yard Goat jersey, and it'll say Midnight Mike on the back, so I'll be very noticeable. Yeah, definitely come over and say what's up.
Just look for the 2 really big tall guys that'll be there. Me and my father, you can't miss us. We stand out in the crowd.
All right, cool.
Look for the 6'6" and 6'3" guy.
All right. Wow, 6'6". Which one of you 6'6"? You?
My father. I'm short for the family.
Oh, jeez.
My mom's my height.
I was 6'2". I feel like I'm starting to shrink, but I'm the tall one in my family.
I got robbed. My mother was 6'3".
5'6".
I got robbed, man.
Wow. Yeah, it's Maddie's tiny.
God
thank you, John. I appreciate it.
All right, Mike. All right, Maddie. I'll send you that stuff. Be sure to check it out.
Yeah, dude, hit us up. I want to see it.
Thanks.
All right. Later, guys.
Later, bud.
See you later.
Good.
All right. Now, Dude, tonight has been amazing. Scott, thank you so much to have a Dolphins fan who comes in so much and appreciates the show and goes back and forth with us, and you're hitting like buttons. Dude, I have family members and Jets fans who don't hit the like button on their way in or out, so I really appreciate that.
War-torn Middle Central America countries that are.
Yeah, he called it from like Nicaragua.
Yeah, dude, fucking. Like, you may hate Scott's team, but you cannot not love Scott. He's fucking solid, dude.
Dude, you're getting so much love tonight for your Zeppelin shirt.
I gotta wear my Zeppelin shirt more often. I've never been more popular. Thank you, Kenny.
Yeah, people are loving it. I did have other people in the thing. Maybe I'll drop it one more time, but I do want to tell you guys this. There was someone in the green room without a live video. So I do not allow people in unless I can see you in a live video because people can, bomb
there's
and
too much nonsense. It's not too much to ask that you have a video feed. And I mean, honestly, guys, we've had some great call-ins, but if you're gonna call in, you gotta be visible because what'll happen is people will do dumb shit and it'll be all blank, and all of a sudden they'll pop the camera up and it's like a swastika or some nonsense. And that's not what we're about. We don't ban people, but we're not gonna put up with like straight up bullshit either. So it is what it is. So if that was you, just get a webcam. We'd love to talk to you. That's all we ask.
absolutely. Did I just bust out for a minute?
Yeah, you popped out for a hot second, but luckily,
Yeah, I guess
I've
that's
been
how I
working out.
remember. No, remember how I told you that I couldn't bust out? I think I just figured out how I do it on this.
Oh, cool. Well, it worked.
No, but it was by accident. I actually left the stream, and for a minute I was like, "Oh no,
Honestly,
what do I do here? Like, what the fuck?"
solid. I know you're like running off a fucking iPad in a dream right now. So, to be honest with you, the fact that A, we're 36 minutes over, and B, the stream has gone flawlessly, I think nobody has anything to complain about, and everybody should really give you some props because you're not in your studio and everything's going smoothly. So,
Not in my studio, dude.
hats off
I'm
to
not
you.
running off, dude. I'm not running off an iPad. You know what I'm running off of, right? This whole show off of
An iPhone 15.
this headset and a Samsung Galaxy S24.
Oh, I forgot you live in the Stone Ages with non-iPhone.
No, not in the Stone Ages. See, I'm a smart person, so I know how to operate an Android. Apple phones are for people who just are a little slower. They need things simpler. It is what it is. Androids are fucking awesome.
Anything you said about that, because that's why I have an iPhone. But no,
Yeah,
dude, honestly, like all bullshit aside, the feed has gone swimmingly tonight. And I think, like, honestly, viewers, again, you don't have to say shit, but appreciate the fact that this could have been a fucking show that looked like it was shot on a fucking Texas Instruments calculator, and it's gone great. So
a TI 83.
Oh yeah, baby. You spell boobs on it, you can fucking figure it out. But no, man, hats off to you. You've made it work really well tonight. You are coming through clean. Your vocals and your mic is fine. So well done. I'm impressed.
Well, this was actually my first major test. We've done a few of the pop-up streams, and if you are a member of the channel, I do randomly, and I know when those are going to happen as much as you guys do. It's when I feel motivated. I could be at on vacation. I could be here at my mom's house. I could be outside my house in my whatever. If something motivates me, I throw a pop-up stream on, and that's for members only. Now it'll come out live for anyone, but then as soon as it comes down, members only. But this was my first big test running what is our flagship show, a Saturday night show, a 2-hour show. Now we're we're over 2.5 hours tonight. But this really was a test. Can I get all the comments up? Can I get guests in? Can I have like the intro music? Can I play the Jets chant? Can I do all this stuff with literally the most minimal things? And not only has it seemed to work, like you said, and I'm going to go back and watch it back, but what this does is it will allow me to, when I went to Dollywood this past summer, I didn't have this availability. I didn't have this headset. I didn't have this phone. Thank God I jumped in a pool and I had to get a brand new phone. Didn't have all this ability, but now I can do things like that. And I'd love to broadcast from other states. I'd love to broadcast from weird places. So now we have that ability. And I think that adds a whole new level to the Midnight Mike Show.
I think it's really cool. It just opens up the field for so many more opportunities. So I love it.
And once again, obviously it's better when I come from my main studio. I have all the soundboards and a better mic
bad.
and
this is so far. Like honestly, I don't know anybody who's like, oh, this is bullshit and I'm out of here. Like it's been fine. So yeah, 100%.
Well, you know what, Maddie, we're gonna call it a night.
We need to because I'm exhausted.
Yeah, that was a long show. I appreciate you being here. Let everybody know your Twitter and all that stuff, and then get the hell out of here and go to sleep, Maddie.
Love your eyes, love your thighs, and I'll see you on the next one. See you guys Tuesday night. Again, though, let's real quick preseason. Boring as shit, but no injuries. That's what we want. Stiff upper lip. Everything should be good right now. September 9th. Let's go Jets. I'll see you Tuesday.
All right, there he goes. All right, ladies and gentlemen, it is just me, Midnight Mike. I am going to end out this show once again. I have to figure out how I end out this show, but you know, we'll all figure it out. We'll figure it out. But this is the Midnight Mike show. I really appreciate all you guys being in here. Good night, Kenny. Good night, Becca. Please, I hope you subscribed because once again, every Tuesday night, 10 o'clock p.m. after Talking Jets, we come live. We do about an hour, maybe a little over on Tuesday nights. Our flagship show, Saturday nights, 9 p.m. We always do 2 hours. Tonight, 2.5+ hours. But please subscribe, hit that like button, everybody, on your way out. Our resident Dolphins fan, Scott, do me a favor, surprise me one time and come into this show with a Dolphins logo or something as your little avatar. I'd love to see that. I'd love to see. I love your S and Becca's B. But guys, come on, Becca, put a Jets logo in your thing. Do something. I would really appreciate that. I like the pay. Look at Clancy coming in. Maddie, keep the lipstick off the dipstick, Holmes. Nice. But guys, I really do appreciate you guys coming in here and spending this Saturday night with me. It's been awesome. The Jets officially are 3-0 in the preseason. We did our AFC West predictions. If you missed that, go back and check it out when I get off the air. And next Saturday night, we're going to be doing the AFC South and the AFC North. This Tuesday night, we're going to be doing the NFC North and the NFC South. That's just how I planned it all out. You know, it is what it is. But let's hit that song that is now become just a part of the Midnight Mike show, that old school New York Jets song. I appreciate all you guys coming through. This is the Midnight Mike show. It is the show for blue-collar Jets fans that bleed green. Tuesday night, I'll be back in my studio, in my comfort zone. I'm excited for that show. I'm excited for the season to start. I don't know if I'm going to be able to last a whole 2 weeks before the season starts. It's going to be rough, without football. Get us another preseason game. Do something, because it's hard knowing that we have 10 to 14 days before more football comes. Either way, I am Midnight Mike, your late night New York Jets host, tonight live from New Jersey, and I can't wait to see you next time.